That's the countdown. Okay. It
On
went
this
from like 10 to
episode
like
of Dateline.
All right.
Very
That's
serious
great.
song.
I did not notice the
Everyone's
zero.
probably
Okay.
really confused right now as to why it started like this.
That's our new intro, everyone. Do you like it?
Yeah, isn't it sweet? We worked for weeks on that.
We
Yeah.
decided that we had to take a more serious tone today as the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, becomes the first ever president to become a felon.
Oh, we should have had a real
love to see
broadcast
it.
music. I could have played that.
Yeah.
So we got this.
Here we go. That works. Hey, David, how many months in jail do you think he'll be sentenced on July 11th? Do you have the soundbite?
Zero. Oh shit.
1 and 0 and 2.
No. On a serious
Can you
note,
play
I
the
don't.
everything right one? Can you play I did everything,
Oh,
I did
yeah,
everything
yeah.
right?
I did everything right and they indicted me.
All the bangers.
So
Man.
yeah, if you haven't
Not
heard,
good.
34
Believe me,
counts
not
guilty.
good.
You know what's really funny about it? That they found him guilty on all 34 counts. That like throughout the when the jury started doing their deliberations, I don't even remember how long ago. It was quick. It wasn't that long, but
It took him 2 days.
they came back a few times throughout those 2 days to ask questions and ask for things to be sort of explained to them and for them to get, figure things out so they could decide. And they still came back with 34 counts guilty. Like, imagine, like, I have a question about this one. Oh, okay, he's definitely guilty then.
It is-
How does that happen?
Yeah. It's really good to see that, yes, I guess with everything we have to be like, yes, I know he's still running for president. Yes, I know he's probably not going to be in prison. Yes, like all this stuff. But let us just enjoy the fact that this piece of shit finally, like, it's more about like, I'm happy that he got to feel that he's
Exactly.
a criminal. You know what I mean? Like, he had to sit there and listen to this. And he apparently sat quietly with a frown on his face as they were reading out the guilty counts.
Love it.
This piece of shit, finally.
I mean, think of how many
I did
people
see-
he has locked up, how many people he has killed. Just to see him or think about him being angry. To me, that is satisfaction. I can't imagine him spending a day in jail. I mean, he's really old and it's a first time offense. I'd be very surprised if he went to jail, but we'll find out. July 7th is the official sentencing. I don't know.
I have seen a few tweets that are really funny where it's like, folks, they're calling it prison abolition. Have you heard about it? Prison abolition. It's like all of a sudden he's like, I've been reading Angela Davis, folks. I don't know why I'm doing like a Don Rickles impression.
That was some amalgamation of something.
Somebody brought up the fact that he
that'd be
can't vote
hilarious.
now, right? In New York, do they allow felons to vote? He might have to reverse.
He might not
course.
be able to vote, but this is how's it fucked up? How fucked up is it that he might not be able to vote, but he can still run for president? Like, what kind of fucked up system is this? Which, by the way, I have no issue with felonies, like or felons voting, like whatever. But if you can't vote yet you can be the president, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
something is broken. What a stupid.
I can't even vote. I can't even vote for myself. I can't even do. I'm losing it. I can't do a Trump anymore. Never could have to begin with, but it's worse than ever. Did we lose Lance today? Is he not with us today?
Yeah, he's not going to make it. Rebecca is going to jump on relatively soon. She's on another show, and yeah,
we're just second place to everybody now.
She's on Marc Lamont Hill show. Like, of course we're second. What the fuck?
Oh, she's on Marc Lamont. Oh, cool.
I would abandon Leftist Mafia for a Marc Lamont Hill show myself. So.
I mean, her reason for abandoning us makes more sense than the usual David Dole reason, which is there's a hockey game on.
Hey, that's only in the first 2 weeks of the playoffs when Leafs lose in the first round, and then I'm back. So don't worry about it.
I gotta say, I'm worried about the Rangers. The Panthers are giving them some.
Panthers
some
are
hell.
looking real good.
Heard the Oilers lost.
Yeah, though they won again last game. any of these parties, we used to talk politics. Any of these teams can win. Like all four of them are really good. Right now, the more I'm seeing, like I watched every game. I think Panthers probably have the edge because they've been there. They were there last year in the finals.
Oh no.
They're looking really good against New York, but Dallas is they're really deep. Edmonton's really good. New York could come back. Like I don't know.
Well, it's tied 2-2. New York doesn't. It's not a comeback. It's two.
Well,
it's
come back in the sense that Florida's outplaying them every game. Like New York won 2 of those games, but they were outplayed in those games. But we'll see.
I just hope everyone.
The
is happy
Rangers
on
did
this
everything
blessed day.
right.
Yeah, I don't know how we got to hockey. We got more Trump shit to talk about. We're already on hockey 5 minutes in.
I hope everyone wins. I'm feeling great today. It's funny. This is one of the days that like the left and liberals have put aside our hatred for each other, and we're just kind of like, you know what? We'll get back to fighting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just
don't know about
celebrate
that.
today.
Yeah,
Except for John
I
Fetterman.
just-
Did you see his tweet?
No.
You should bring it up.
Yeah, he shared. So he
Look at this
shared
piece of
the headline of Trump getting convicted, and he's like, "I see that uncommitted, not voting for Joe Biden thing's working out really well." LOL. It's like, what does that even have to do? Like, does Trump's conviction erase Biden's genocide? What does that even mean? Let us have this, you fucker. Like, why are you going after us today?
That's also why I can't get too excited about it. Like, I hate to be the negative person on the show, but it's like this has been the case for everything that's happened since October. Like, it's hard for me to really care about anything else. Honestly, like it really does put it's obviously not the most important thing, but it does put a damper on this event. I mean, I just can't get excited about it. Also, Trump has wriggled his way out of everything. Yes, he's found guilty. Watch, like David Dole said, though, he's not going to face any jail time. I mean, so he gets to be a felon. He's gonna use it to his advantage if he doesn't. If the only thing that'll hurt him is if he actually goes to prison, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. Hope to be wrong, though. It'd be great to be wrong, but I don't think that's happening.
I want to see some reactions here. I haven't watched this one yet, but here's Jesse Waters on Fox News.
And these nitwits, consumed with hatred, are trying to destroy a man because he threatens their power. These are wicked people obsessed with a person, and we will seek justice. We guarantee that. This man's life is a Greek tragedy.
Agree.
From billionaire, bankruptcy, TV star, Hollywood Walk of Fame, divorces, marriages, children. And that was even before he enters politics. And then you have investigations and hoaxes and a pandemic.
How could they do a
now
pandemic
they're trying
to
to
him?
incarcerate this person. And the only way this act ends if he is reelected.
Oh my God. They're so distraught.
Man, if they're this mad now, can you imagine how mad they're going to be when he dies? There's going to be so many conspiracy theories. They're going to be crying in the streets.
Vaxxed?
Man. Yeah, vaxxed. Oh, God. The memes are going to be fire. Even more so than when he got COVID. Like, that was probably the best day on Twitter.
Yeah, that was.
I mean,
that was a very fun day.
It's one of my happiest
and then
memories.
he came out. He came out to show he's fine. He's like gasping for air.
Seeing him wince in pain. Oh, this
really
is
good.
great. This is so great.
You can't even sound guilty. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. Motherfuckers! Motherfuckers! You suck! You suck! There is no justice in this country.
Guilty!
Not guilty!
Not
He's
guilty,
not guilty! You piece of shit! Motherfuckers! He's shit and die! You fucking corrupt
Your fucking
motherfucker.
kids are all dead. Your kids are all fucking dead.
Shit.
All your
Piece of
fucking
shit.
kids are all fucking
I
dead.
sound guilty!
They're all
motherfucker.
fucking dead.
Yeah, motherfucker! Motherfucking piece of shit! Fucking piece of shit! There's no justice in this country!
Not
What is going
Man,
on?
I love New Yorkers. They're great.
That guy, you know what he reminds me of does anyone remember that viral video from like 2011 of the lady who was stealing rhubarbs? Like it was the angry rhubarb lady and she's just like screeching. That guy reminds me of her. This dude is my spirit animal.
Funny.
Love it so much. There's so many more videos of this, by the way. There's another, let me see. There's a fuck ton of videos. Oh, here we go.
I haven't seen any of them, so please send them.
Oh.
I let's watch them.
Let's watch these.
But
hilarious
like that guy was saying your kids are fucking dead. What?
They're
what
all
was
gonna
he
die
talking
now.
about? Is he gonna murder people because Trump? Also, I like the idea that if you just stomp your feet and go not guilty, then all of a sudden the court's gonna like change their mind. What?
That's how it works. So the guy who said that all of your kids are dead because Trump is convicted. Here's more of a reaction.
The only man that ever stood up for me in my fucking life,
Through and through.
Donald fucking Trump.
Fucking Obama.
Oh my God!
Obama. Fuck Obama.
Yo, that motherfucker just won the election. I'll tell you that much.
Dude, crying.
Fuck Joe Biden.
Not guilty.
I hope the country doesn't burn
He's
down.
still squawking not guilty in the
I
background.
hope that we can find a way to love each other and to make right this fucking this prostitution.
Wait, hold on, press pause for a second.
What?
The guy is saying, "I hope we can find a way to love each other." Is this 2 minutes before or after he threatened to kill everybody's kids?
Oh my God.
I just love how they drop a random fuck Obama. It's like, what did he do in this situation? Like, I mean, if there's any
We should
time
find
to
a
be
way to
mad at
love each other.
Obama,
Fuck Obama. Fuck the kids.
What
You're all
did
dead,
they think was?
piece of
Did
shit.
they really think? Did they really think there were going to be riots in the street over this? Like, how does this affect anybody but Trump? It really does not. Like,
It barely even affects him.
Right.
Yeah, right. I mean, this isn't going to happen to any of you guys, MAGA, because I don't know. Well, maybe those like the MAGA people who flew in on private planes to the Capitol building on January 6th, because they probably engage in the same sort of business practices as Trump. But the vast majority of MAGA people do not commit crimes of this level. If
well, listen,
in
if
terms
you're
of like
afraid,
financial fraud and stuff.
right, if you're afraid that something like this is going to happen to you when you run for president, just if there's a story about you sleeping with a prostitute, you know, don't use campaign funds to buy their silence. Just do it normal when you run for president. Otherwise, this will happen to you too. I have another video, by the way. This is
This
is
same guy?
one. No, this is a different. This is more of a copy, like, oh, you think that you have the last laugh type of thing. But let's.
Congratulations, Trump just won the election.
Trump just was convicted guilty.
It is the
And he
same
just
guy.
won the 2024 election. Fucking congratulations, Donald Trump. New York City loves you. Robert De Niro, you're a rat, motherfucker.
Congratulations.
They just hate everybody, man. They just like doesn't even make any sense. What do you care about Robert De Niro? Like, what does that have to do with anything? What? Because Robert De Niro said something about Trump? I mean,
Yeah.
Kid Rock says stuff about Democrats all the time, and I'm just making fun of him because it's funny when he does it. But I don't go around going like, just anytime Kid Rock does something, I'm like, anytime a Democrat does something, I'm like, fuck you, Kid Rock.
I have another video. It's of the same guy and of the loud gay dude that sounds like the angry rhubarb lady. It's a different. I think
that
this is after they filmed it.
that guy looks like a bizarro world Donald Trump.
Yeah,
like
he does.
Like if Donald Trump is like the Amazing Spider-Man version of Trump, then this guy is like, I don't know, the Incredible Spider-Man version of Trump. I have no idea. It's like a different reality.
He does. He has the same hair, the same attitude. Honestly. Okay, here we go.
Wait, what does his shirt say? I love. Wait. Go back to the beginning for a second. Wait, go back to the beginning for a second. I love Donald
for
Trump.
Trump.
You got a problem with that? You got a problem
with that, bitch? No question mark.
I care? I think it's weird that you wear the shirt. I'll make fun of you for the shirt, but if you just said like you're a Donald Trump supporter, why would I care? I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm a homosexual and I love Trump. Okay, fuck you. Like, what?
Wait, what is it? What does it say? What does his hat say? Joe
and the hoe gotta go.
Joe
That's
and
what
the
it says.
hoe gotta go.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh my God.
What did Kamala do to them other than be a woman? I mean,
That's it. Okay.
Go where you belong.
Yeah.
Go where you belong.
Oh, hold on. I got raided by Actual Jake. Actual Jake just sent over 200 people to watch our show. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
welcome to
good
Leftist
timing.
Mafia. We're watching, this is Leftist Mafia. I'm here with David Dole of the Rational National and Mike Figueredo of the Humanist Report. And we are watching a bunch of the Trump MAGA lovers who are melting down over the conviction. Welcome. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just click the follow button. And let's dive into this video.
All right, so this guy, I believe, is antagonizing them. So just to give you a little bit of context, let me start over because it just started. I want to see every single second of this.
Yes, let's do this.
Go where you belong.
Yeah.
Go where you belong.
Go where you belong. You accountant. Stay away from us, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
You gonna vote for a traitor?
Get the fuck out. Faggot. You're the faggot. You're the faggot. You're the faggot. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Bitch. You have a cunt. You're a little pussy. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. Do you hear me? You're a little pussy. Little shrivelly pussy. That's what you are. That's all you are. Is a cunt. You're not even a man.
We're gonna eat you. We're gonna eat you and your
Yeah.
family.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, you little bitch. Knock him down. Knock the bitch down.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of New York City. Pussy. You little pussy. You little pussy. Get the fuck out.
Go where you belong.
We have to
Wow.
go back to the clip where this guy is saying we just all need to love each other, and now
Love
he's
each
saying
other,
I'm gonna
right.
eat you and your family.
Wait, hold on. I gotta say something that's really funny. That
Oh
guy
my
they're
God.
yelling at came over as the most in the most smarmy liberal way possible. He's like, you're gonna vote for a felon. It triggered them so much. Look at you're gonna vote for a felon, and it triggered them so much. I would make fun of this guy in any other context. That's how lame this smarmy liberal guy is. But he pissed them off so much. You gotta give him props.
Oh my
Oh my god! I just love how that guy, like, there's a whole crowd of people
That's the
yelling,
perfect
and all you hear is the dude who looks like Trump, the gay guy. He's like, "You fucking faggots, motherfucker!" Like,
That's a really good impression.
Hold
Holy
on.
shit.
Oh, did the gay Trump supporter simultaneously say that you're a shriveled pussy and I'm going to eat you?
Yeah,
The other
I'm
guy
gonna
said, "I'm gonna
eat
eat
you
you."
and your family. Unbelievable.
Oh wow! This is honestly like the funniest shit I've ever seen. It's better than the on the eve of or on the night of the election. Remember when they were outside of like a voting place and they were like praying in their MAGA hats? This is so much better than that.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is amazing.
I
We
think
got
that
more?
there's
We got to have more of these.
I believe there's more.
This guy. Do we have a video of this guy?
I've seen a screen. No, I've seen a screen grab of this. Free Father Teresa.
Okay, this is actually a callback.
I gotta see the video of this.
Trump said something like, even Mother Teresa couldn't get out of this one, or something like that about this. And so that's the call. They're calling him Father Teresa, I guess.
Oh my god! Oh, actually, so I have a video of the gay Trump supporter before the verdict was read, and he was already coming in hot. Hang on, let me pull up the video really quick.
Oh, wait, go back to that guy, that screenshot of that guy though. We have our crying Trump supporter now. You know how they have the crying liberal, the
I
Hillary
saw somebody
supporter
compare the
screaming
two.
to
Yeah, I saw someone.
I think it was.
compare
I
the two.
saw Jared Holt do it. Jared Holt tweeted that out. It's the
Oh,
exact
yeah.
same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. So okay.
But again though, the context of that Hillary supporter doing that is that Hillary lost the election and Trump won. The context of the Trump supporter doing this is something that has no bearing on his life and what happens to him whatsoever. Like this woman was upset that Trump would be president, something that would affect her life, something that would affect policy that could affect her. This guy is upset that Donald Trump got convicted on financial fraud issues, paying off women and stuff like that. It is not really the same thing to be upset over, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Like, honestly, listen, I love Bernie Sanders. That doesn't mean that, he's infallible. But if I found out that he got convicted, I genuinely would not give a shit. I just don't understand why people care so much about one
I did everything
politician.
right, and they indicted me.
Right? All right, so this is before the reaction. He's already fucking fired up. So it gives you a little bit more context as to why he was so much more pissed after the verdict was read.
It better be. There's a verdict. It better be. No, it better be innocent. It better be fucking innocent.
What? Press pause for a
inside
second.
the courthouse.
Oh, press
Near
pause a
the
second. For one, he's asking for the impossible. There is never a verdict where someone is declared innocent. it is
Right.
guilty or not guilty.
I love how he just knew, though. Like, he felt it because they knew there was a verdict. They didn't know what yet, but he's already, it better be fucking innocent. Like, holy shit, calm down.
The second it took, it only took, what David Doe said, 2 days, and I heard
2
like
days.
people were talking about it. I didn't know it was 2 days till we were talking about it here, but people were talking about how it was quick. When I heard that, I was like, oh, this isn't good for him. I did not expect all 34 counts guilty.
Same. No, I did not expect all 34. No.
Again, the fact that they like the jury went back multiple times asking for things to be explained, for things to be clarified, and you would think one of those things they would have got one of their questions would have gotten an answer where it was like, oh, okay, so we can't get him on this one. But instead, every question they got an answer for resulted in, oh, okay, yeah, he's guilty. We got him.
It's wild to me. All right, there's a little bit more of this rant left.
All right, let's watch.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
No crime, nothing. There is nothing.
Fuck. No
There's
crime.
nothing.
There's no crime.
Where's the crime?
No crime committed.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It better be innocent.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the verdict. It better be innocent.
There is nothing.
Motherfucker, John.
Only more.
I don't even know what's going on there.
What is going on?
Like,
I love New York. It's so fucking weird.
like what is this? And I love how
Out
this
of nowhere. What the
it
fuck
sounded
is
like
that?
he was saying to the other guy, fuck you, until he realized that he was on his side. Let me go back a little bit.
Better be
He heard a guy.
innocent. Committed.
Yeah, he
He
said
heard a
no
guy
crime.
speaking. He heard a guy speaking broken English, and he was like, "Oh, get this immigrant out of here."
Yep. He hates Trump.
No crime committed.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It better. There's no crime.
Where's the-
No
there's
crime.
crime, nothing.
There's no crime.
Where's the thing?
Fuck. No
The
crime.
Yeah.
Nothing. There is nothing.
Fuck. No
The
crime.
crime, nothing.
He was about to say fuck you. Like, damn. He's breathing fire. He can't take it. Holy shit.
I also love the I didn't see all these video reactions, so I'm so glad you guys grabbed these. But I did see like some of the tweets that people were posting, and almost every single one was like, "Oh, I am definitely voting for Trump now." And then you look into their history, and it's like every day since
Hashtag
January 2021, they've been like Trump 2024. Like
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think
This is not changing any mind. Like this is either
Right.
way. This is not changing minds. Like this is.
Well,
this is really
there
just.
there probably will be like a few randos who pay no attention to politics until their family tells them to go out. Their family reminds them it's election day, and they go out and vote. And I'm sure they'll be like, "Well, I don't want to vote for a felon." And so, very small, but I'm sure it's not.
This is what's going to push them
zero.
over. Like this.
I mean, there are people who
Right.
there's some weird people, man.
I
There are people-
guess. I mean, there's
there are
enough
people.
to change
There are
minds,
people
I
who are
suppose.
saying. There are people. I've heard people say they can't vote for Joe Biden because the Supreme Court decision on Roe v. Wade happened under him. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. People have a bizarre concept of how the world works, man, and sometimes there's no talking sense to people. There'll be people who will vote for Trump probably, who were pushed over the edge. I'm sure it's not a zero number. I say it's not most people again, but there will be a non-zero number of people who go, you know what? I wasn't sure who I was going to vote for real. But I don't like that they went after this guy when he's running for president. Even though you would think that's a good thing, it shows that, this is not the truth, but this would be one example of how things should be, where no one is above the law. But there are people who look at it like, no, this is definitely, they went after him for political reasons.
That's what Piers Morgan tweeted, actually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, there'll be fucking idiots who say shit like that.
Yeah. Emphasis on fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Which is funny.
Should we
because
play
Piers
Trump's
Morgan
remarks?
actually, Piers Morgan, as you like on with some of the worst takes out there in the media on like what's happening in Gaza. It's amazing that like Piers Morgan sucks, but wow, sometimes he's not the worst.
Yeah.
That's because
like sometimes
it's because of the nature of what Piers Morgan does is to gain eyeballs. So he plays both sides. That's what he does. All he cares about is the number going up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We could. I don't know if you want to. I mean, it's Trump comments after he finds out he's guilty. It's just what Trump always says. Like nothing.
Yeah.
New here, really.
Witch hunt.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end, and we'll win, because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess. We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists. And they're taking
Wait, hold on.
over our
Press
country.
pause for a second.
We have a
You know who's who's a criminal that's in our country right now?
I made this point in my video too. The idea that he's complaining about people coming from prisons. Yeah, bitch, your ass.
Yeah. I also love that. I guess that's his lawyer or something. Who's that guy next to him? I'm sorry, I've not paid that much attention to the trial. Yeah. I do like how this shot is set up like it's like a wrestling promo. And I do like how like the 34-0 is next to him, as if this is Bill Goldberg in WCW in the late 90s. And Trump is on this undefeated guilty verdict streak. And he's looking at it, he's like, who's next? And for Trump, it is, okay, on to the next trial. Let's get some more guilty verdicts.
How high can that number go?
Right.
A country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one, with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never. And we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
First ever former American president to become a convicted felon.
Damn right.
You love to see it. I do have another reaction video that we missed.
It is unfair.
Actually, too.
I will say it is unfair. There's definitely a lot more former presidents that should be convicted felons. So,
that is true.
Of course.
I would say all of them. Yeah.
Literally every living president at a minimum.
Right.
But yeah, all of them. Pretty much all of them. Yeah. Yeah.
I say, you know what? I say while we're on a roll here, fuck it. I don't care if he's in a hospice. Roll Jimmy Carter into
Bring him out.
into the courtroom. All right, we're gonna get started here. If you're alive,
I feel like I wouldn't start with him.
well, he's the one we have the least time to convict, so we got to get right to it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point.
I
Sorry,
think it's fair
Jimmy.
to say though that Trump has probably, I'd say, committed the most crimes. Maybe not
Yeah.
the worst ones, but the most for sure out of anybody. Like there are just too many to choose from.
Yeah.
Well, if you count every Iraqi death as a murder, then I think maybe he didn't commit the most crimes.
That I guess if you do it that way, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
Oh
so
my
getting back
God.
to the outside scene. So this guy is trying. So the dust
These are
settles
the
a
only
little
two
bit.
Trump supporters out there.
Yeah, I guess so. So the dust settled a little bit, and this guy is trying to talk them down. He sees that they're apoplectic, and he's trying to calm them down because it seems like they want to do violence. So he's like, "Listen, this is what they want." So this is just him trying to console them.
Just go to that. I want to take to the streets. Yeah, no, you're not. But just take it slow. We got a whole year. This is all bullshit.
Right.
When this is over with today or tomorrow, we got a whole campaign, and Biden will not be the nominee. I guarantee you. Michelle Obama is jumping in
Because you cannot replace a black woman with anything other than a black woman.
Exactly. Not only that, the only reason why we have an early debate, the most early debate, so they can show the world how horrible Biden is. Michelle jumps in, tries to save the democracy. That's exactly what's going to happen. Okay? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Trust me. So I want you to have patience. But listen, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, but I'm just saying.
Coca-Cola.
I want you to save yourself. I want you to save yourself. I want you to save yourself.
Oh, hang on. We have a little bit of. Are you all seeing this right here with this lady and him?
No,
I
what
saw a
happened
bit of
there?
that. I couldn't tell what was
Okay,
going on.
pay attention to her because she's confronting him about something. Let me go.
Is incessant yelling?
Yeah, because I mean,
now. We got
if
a
you're
mystery.
right there,
What?
your ears are ringing from this motherfucker in your ears. So let's see.
So I want you to have patience. But listen, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, but I'm just saying.
Coca-Cola.
I want you to save yourself. I want you to save yourself. I want you to save yourself.
Oh, so okay. She thinks that he was yelling at her because she thought that he was looking at her, but he was looking at the camera. So it's just a simple misunderstanding. Lady, don't butt in
thank
here,
you, Mike.
okay?
This was very important, Mike. I'm happy.
I thought that this was so much more. I'm disappointed. God damn it! Look, I was hoping they would fight, but okay, nothing.
I do like how it's like. Oh, I do love how it starts with "I want to take to the streets." They're standing right there on the street. Also,
I feel like it really is like an accurate.
I love how sure these guys are of their wild and crazy conspiracy theories. Like, what's gonna happen when this guy, like, what is gonna go through this guy's head? Nothing, I'm sure. But what's this guy going to think to himself when inevitably Michelle Obama does in fact not jump into the race and replace Joe Biden? Like,
This guy has had a million thoughts go through his head that have all gone wrong, and he probably didn't care. Just moved on, and then explained it away somehow. All these freaks have like 1,000 different ideas of what's going to happen that never come true.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I didn't get what was the whole thing about like you never replace a black, or you only replace a black woman with another black woman. Like, is Joe Biden black? A black woman? I don't understand what. What was that?
Yeah.
What,
I think
Michelle
he
Obama replacing
assumes...
Biden. I don't understand what.
My understanding is, or my assumption is that he thinks that if Biden were to be replaced, that Kamala would go too.
Maybe these guys.
Oh, maybe she'd replace
guys,
Kamala, and then she'd replace Biden on the front of the ticket.
Maybe
these guys have been under the impression that the president of the United States is Joe Budden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would...
maybe that would make a lot more sense. I mean, that's probably.
I'm not a black woman. I guess we'll go with that.
He's not a woman, that's right. But I mean, oh my god.
So we do have a reaction, some vertical video reactions, at least one. This is from Joey Manarino.
Oh, this guy.
So
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. Can you give us a little?
Oh,
bit
you're not familiar with him?
No.
He is one of the most insane Trump supporters on Twitter. He has changed his voice and the way he talks to mimic how Donald Trump talks, and he talks like that all the time now. It is incredible.
Like Trump Jr.
Wait till you hear this guy. Yes.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's even worse than Trump Jr. It's even
Really?
worse than Trump's own kids. Wait till you hear this guy.
Okay, this is actually my first introduction into him.
You worthless liberal fucks who are just mad that your entire life is based on a lie and based on failure. You liberals have never achieved shit in your fucking life. Judge Marchand is a piece of shit who should never have overseen anything. He's a worthless motherfucker. He's a communist.
Hold on, pause
He's
it.
nothing more than a Joseph.
I will say he's not doing the Trump voice because he's so angry. This is the first time I've ever heard him not do the Trump voice.
I want to hear it now.
So this is his actual voice, I'm guessing.
I guess he always comes across like an Italian guy trying to do a Trump voice, but now he just sounds like an angry Italian guy.
Oh shit! I'll have to find another video of him.
The Stalin Soviet-style piece of shit. Stormy Daniels is a literal porn star, a woman whose only claim to fame is taking fucking cock in her ass and her fucking disgusting rancid pussy. That is the woman that this whole trial is based around, a porn star. America, as you know it, is dead. America, as you know it, no longer exists. The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all of that, gone. Stolen by Joe Biden and Kamala Cumrag, swallow it up Harris.
Oh my
Two
God!
worthless
Jesus
communist
Christ.
This
hacks.
guy's maybe
Don't
this
even
guy's
think
maybe a
about
little too vile
ever
for YouTube.
changing your vote for Donald Trump because some fake kangaroo scam court indicted him on some fake kangaroo scam trials. This is the day America, the United States of America, whatever the fuck you want to call it, has died forever.
Oh my God!
And
These people
what
are
will
so
rise
dramatic.
Above, what will come
Oh
back
fuck!
is Donald Trump. And God, is he going to come with a vengeance now. All of you liberal motherfuckers better pack up, go to Canada, go somewhere, because it is not going to be pretty when Trump retakes the White House and ends forever everything that you hold near and dear to your heart. The liberal
what? Be
agenda
specific.
will be dead. There will be no more of this compromise. There will be no more of let's come together and really, really, really try to make everything
When was Trump
okay.
ever about that?
No. Fuck you.
Yeah.
After what you've done to Donald Trump, fuck you.
Oh, Trump
This
was
is our
gonna work.
country now.
Trump was gonna work
Not
with you, but
yours.
now he's not
Pack
gonna
it up,
work with you
bitches.
anymore. Get the fuck out of here.
Pack
What a
it up.
fucking
I feel
loser.
like that needed to.
My
I feel like he
God.
needed to end on an. I feel like he needed to end with like an Al Pacino-esque like hooah.
What an absolute clown.
All right, I gotta find another video of him because now I need to know what the Trump voice sounds like.
Go to a video where he's happy. He does like the
One
Trump
preferably not like
in-
overtly crazy sexist like that. Like that guy knows
Yeah.
some fucking wild shit he was saying.
Also, he was saying all
So
these horrible
ridiculous.
things about Stormy Daniels being a porn star, but like the whole thing is like Trump. The whole
Yeah,
trial
is
is the fact that Trump had sex with her. I mean,
Exactly. Like that's why
Your-
she's
your boy-
involved in the story.
First of all, it's horrible to say that about her because there's nothing wrong with being a porn star, an adult entertainer, whatever, a sex worker, whatever. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You want to talk about the day? There's nothing more American than working, doing whatever. So that's bullshit. But if you're gonna say these things about her, maybe the main point shouldn't be that your boy had relations with her.
Yeah.
Scanning through some videos.
As Big Steph fan on Twitch points out, Trump said how Stormy reminded him of his daughter, and this guy is saying all these horrible things about her.
Do you have a particular video, Matt? I don't see one where.
Oh,
he's
I don't know.
doing
That
the-
guy posts. That guy
I'm still
posts
scrolling, I
so
don't see
much
much.
stuff. Yeah. But like
Did I
he's been
share
around
this
for a
yet? Okay.
while.
I don't know if I shared this.
There's gotta be more Trump. There's gotta be more reactions to watch. I'm having too much fun doing this.
Oh,
this
All
is
right,
way
good.
more fun. This is way more fun than the actual verdict, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Tirade
search
chick, not very
MAGA
happy.
reactions.
Yeah.
MAGA
Yeah.
reactions. Let's see.
I'm sure there's lots of tweets, but The video all seems to be those two, the only two Trump supporters in New York City on the street, screaming their asses off. There's no one else apparently there cares.
They're carrying it for everyone. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, you know what? I do have a video from earlier of I think this is from outside the courtroom. There's a British woman that showed up to just see what's happening, and this Trump supporter like goes crazy on her. And her reaction is very British. Let me show you. This one made me laugh.
Is the British woman the one with the white hair?
Yeah.
She looks incredibly British right off the bat.
Right. Yeah, and the action is very British too. Yeah. Yeah, but the American Trump supporter is going to own her by shouting like "fuck the Queen" at the end, which you never want to say that to a British person. It's like showing an American a picture of the Twin Towers, like the Irish Portal people did. So don't ever do that. But anyways.
Disgusting, aren't they? What disgusting people. What do you think about the response that happened? You were having a conversation well, we were actually here purely for entertainment value. We're from England.
Keep going, Joe.
Oh, God,
You take your tea.
Get the fuck out of my car.
We got it. Fuck the Queen. Fuck the key.
Fucking cunt.
She's leaving. Stop.
Jeez.
Get out of here. Burn in hell, you liberal fuck.
What did they do? They just walk through.
And we enjoy watching Trump on the TV, and we cannot. John!
I just love when she's like, they're disgusting. Like this moment right here. That's got to be they're absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Disgusting, aren't they? What disgusting. Disgusting, aren't they? What disgusting people. What do you
It's
think
like
about
she's
the
talking
response
about like a bunch of animals. Disgusting. Disgusting, aren't they?
God, British people. Sometimes they deliver. Most of the time they do not. This lady is delivering. She's serving.
Well, we were actually here purely for entertainment value. We're from England.
Keep going, Joe.
We came to watch.
The husband's not fucking
like
around. He's like, no, we're not staying. We're getting the fuck out of here.
We came to watch the circus bears in their cages.
That's what
purely for entertainment value.
That's the vibe it gives off for sure.
They're acting like twats, I must say. I can't believe what they're doing out there. I have a terrible British accent, but I can't get enough of her.
Gotta be careful though. We don't know about that woman, so we don't want to speak well about her. She's British,
I'm sure she has terrible politics.
She goes back home and raises her turf flag or something like all Brits do.
That's true. That's true. You don't want to preemptively give a British person credit.
Right. Definitely don't. And I speak as someone who's part Brit.
So I cannot tell. I think this guy is the same dude who was crying, but this is a different scene. I don't know if this is the same day. It's still from Freedom News. Oh, it is the same guy. Okay. So there's another confrontation.
It's honestly the same three people every time. It's the gay for Trump supporter. It is this guy who said he wanted to murder everyone's kids, and then 2 seconds before or after that, we're still not sure, talked about how I don't know if the country will ever get back to loving each other again. And then there's that woman with the deep voice who just goes around calling everybody a cunt and a twat and stuff like that.
Listen, if you take that gay Trump supporter and that British lady, give them a reality show where they have to live together, I would not miss an episode. So TV execs, I mean, there's gold here. But I haven't seen this yet, so if there's anything that's crazy that's said, just be warned. I'm sure that there will be crazy shit.
Hillbilly is not a race, you asshole.
Oh, okay. So
wait, did he
called him
say hillbilly is not a race?
Yeah, so he was called a hillbilly by this guy, and this guy said that he's racist for calling him a hillbilly. So that's what the debate is about.
Hillbilly is not a race, you asshole.
He's not a racist.
Okay, white trash. I'm sorry.
Fucking losers.
What's next? You gonna call me a faggot?
You're a loser.
Okay.
You're a treasonous loser.
You
are stupid. You are
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll
You're
get a
not even from
transsexual
here.
to beat your ass.
What is? I mean, it's that
There's no winners
shocking.
here.
But yeah, I mean, you got this another smarmy liberal going like Trump's a xenophobe, and then turns to the MAGA woman with the accent and goes, "You're not even from here, bitch." What is going on here?
They listen. The Democrats deployed the worst liberals they could find to just
Oh my god.
antagonize these motherfuckers. It's hard to not side with the Trump supporters in this instance because the liberals are really bad.
No,
I don't side with anybody here. We didn't go that far.
Yeah, let them fight. Let them fight.
You don't
It's
have
the
to side
Simpsons
with anybody.
It's from The Simpsons, right? The scene with the two monkeys fighting and everyone just cheering on the outside.
God, this is wild to me. Okay, I'll go back a tiny bit.
Out of here.
I'll
You're
get a
not even from
transsexual
here.
to beat your ass.
Go there. How many illegals?
You're a loser.
Running out of space.
You're
running out of
treasonous
space.
loser.
You're running out of
You
space.
think I'm afraid of you,
You will
asshole?
be. You will be.
Fucking loser.
Go there.
Go
Go
to
there.
the
This is
floor.
no
Here comes
York.
the
You're a
train.
loser.
Beat this guy's ass.
You're a loser.
Go there. Go there. Go there. Oh my God! You sound like
Let's see you say that to
Get
a
away
woman.
from me. Get out of my face.
No, suck my dick. Suck my dick.
You get nervous?
No, not at all.
That's the woman I'm
You ain't
talking
from it.
about. In the last video, she's calling
the fuck?
that British woman a cunt. In this video, she's telling this guy to suck her dick.
What the fuck is going on out here? This is
She
insane.
tells him that he smells like alcohol.
Why doesn't everyone just go home?
Oh my god.
All this
country
energy
is-
expended for no reason.
Listen, I take back everything bad I said about America. This is a great country.
Yeah, this is only in America,
amazing.
baby. Where else are you gonna see shit like this, man?
You don't
where
see
else
this
you
in
gonna see-
Canada.
Yeah, where else
Or
you
the
gonna see-
UK.
Where you else gonna see this smarmy anti-Trump liberal engaging in xenophobia against the MAGA immigrant woman?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
It really is true diversity.
Right.
I love how the freeze
this
frame, too.
guy over here with the red hat, he just randomly says to this liberal guy, "I'm gonna get a transsexual to come beat your ass." What? What? Did you catch that? Go back a little bit.
I thought
You
he said
catch
that he's transsexual
I think
and he'll beat his
I think the
ass.
other guy the other guy mentioned transsexual. I'm not sure what context. I think he was making a transphobic comment. And then
Yeah, of course it was a
then he comes
transphobic comment,
back.
but it was just so random.
So
I
weird.
have no idea what's happening.
There's a little bit more. So there's like another minute of this, and I can't get enough. So want to finish this? 'Cause
I
this
do.
is,
Yes.
This is amazing.
You're a loser.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not from here.
That's why
I
no.
live in Manhattan. You don't live here. Get your fucking foot off. You touch me, that's assault.
I did not.
He just assaulted
I
me.
stepped on his shoe on accident.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh! Here he comes. That scared me.
He was taking a piss break. He just came back. He's like, I gotta get in this action.
God damn.
What's
He
going
just
on?
steps in and he's the only one that you hear out of the whole crowd immediately. Get the fuck out of here! Like, whoa, calm down. Rein it in.
That guy's always at 11. I've never seen
Yeah.
him like below a 9.
Oh my god. The scene is just pure chaos.
What if he wakes
I'd
up
love
like
to
that?
know where. I would love to know like where these guys go home to at the end of the night. Like where are they? I'm gonna guess Staten Island. Honestly, I don't know where else. Maybe Jersey City. Maybe they came over from Jersey. I have no idea. Long Island,
Wow.
probably from Long Island. Probably taking the LIRR back to Ronkonkoma or something, Huntington Station, something like that. I don't know.
Damn. Okay. Ready?
You're a fucking traitor.
I'm gay and you're anti-gay! You're anti-gay!
Fuck out!
I'm a gay gangster! I'm a
Get the fuck out! Where you going, loser? Get the fuck out! Where you going, loser? You going where you belong?
The hillbillies on my
Go back to where you belong. I belong right here. I belong here. You don't. Sure. You belong with Robert De Niro in jail. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Oh my God, liberal ponytail man. I mean, you've gotta chill. That's crazy. I genuinely love the line, and I might actually steal that. I'm gay and you're anti-gay. Like, that's genius, honestly.
I actually didn't catch him saying that. He said
Yeah.
that. I'm gay.
He
and
said,
you're anti-gay.
"You're anti-gay. I'm gay and you're anti." And he's like, "I'm a gay gangster because Robert De Niro said so." I'm like, whoa. Like, I don't know how he comes to that conclusion. It's just wild to me. I mean, I know Robert De Niro called them all gangsters, but it's so insane. Jesus.
Is that what happened? Robert De Niro called them gay. See, I missed that part. I didn't realize that's where they're getting that from. Robert De Niro called them gangsters?
I think he called Trump a gangster, actually. I'm not sure,
Oh,
though.
right.
It was one or the other, but either way, that guy took it personally.
God. Whew. I could watch. I mean, I don't even know if there's any more we got, but I could.
Oh
watch
my
those all
God.
day,
Okay.
honestly.
So
You got another
there's
one?
another. So this is a different video. I don't know what the context is. It's a Fox News outdoor interviews, and they've got a heckler.
Ooh.
So, okay, this is before the jury decision, but it's still good.
Conversations that the Hunter team wants to argue are still in place.
Wait for it.
But he's going to trial, 2 different federal trials. This first one next week on guns.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is.
I couldn't make out what he said, and then when they cut to him, I was like, "Oh, he said fuck you, Trey Gowdy." Wow.
Yeah. Fuck you, Trey Gowdy. You suck.
Let's hear that again. Actually, that was pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Conversations that the Hunter team wants to argue are still in place. But he's going to trial, 2 different federal trials. This first one next week on guns.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is entirely legitimate to go for.
Conversations that.
That was the perfect cut.
I would love to hear that one more time. I could watch that on a loop, honestly.
Conversations that the Hunter team wants to argue are still in place. But he's going to trial, 2 different federal trials. This first one next week on guns.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is entirely.
It was so
legitimate.
perfect how she stopped the second he rolled up and started. It was he couldn't have planned it any better. See, that's New York, baby. That's New York.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh my God.
I feel like there's got to be more. I need more.
I can't find anything. I mean, I see reactions on cable news, but it's all just, talking heads saying,
right.
I can't believe they're
Yeah,
going
same
after
shit.
him and all that bullshit.
Yeah, if anybody has videos in the chat, let us know. Ew, there's like a picture of zoomed in on like a red spot on Trump's arm. Okay, don't want that.
What the hell?
Hold on, this one got retweeted a bunch of times. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna drop it in there for one of you guys to pull it up. New Yorker reactions to the verdict. I can't tell what's being said here, but it's got a whole lot of.
Let's see.
He's a felon! Lock that motherfucker up! Lock that motherfucker up! Felon! Lock that motherfucker up! Lock that motherfucker up!
Very nice.
New York loves Donald Trump, man.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like it.
Big fans.
Man, listen, if the Trump supporters that were out there watching, or the liberals are watching, we would love to have you come on the show, preferably together. And I think that'd be very fruitful. Just throwing that out there.
Fruitful. Fruitful for who?
I want the ponytail liberal and the gay Trump supporter in particular. Bring them both on. And the lady who was yelling cunt, and the British lady. All 4. Let's have a Piers Morgan style panel. I think that would be.
Oh, I found one tweet with 3 different reaction videos. Again, I don't know if they're any good.
Oh, these look new.
Oh, okay.
At Donald Trump and say he's just another one of us. He's just like me. If he was persecuted just like we are. If we're persecuted and we watch Trump be persecuted this way, what we're gonna do, knowing what they've done to us and how they treat the citizens of here in New York City, without.
The Kelly camera's like hands away. Like, this guy's boring.
I don't think you're getting treated exactly like Donald Trump, my friend.
I think it's time for dancing in the streets. Dancing in the streets. Take your glasses off. They like to hide behind the shades.
Wait, what's going on here?
I don't even know what's happening.
Why is that super slowed down? What?
Did someone
Is there a reason
accidentally hit
that's
the
slowed
slow-mo? I guess they accidentally hit the slow motion video. Oh well.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Like something dramatic was about to happen. Like,
yeah.
Get Donald Trump and say.
All right.
All right. No, this was fun. Enjoyed hearing all these Trump supporter reactions. I mean, it really was just the same like 3 or 4 people. Again, yeah,
really
that's all who came out to support him. Like all these MAGA people, where were they? If they love the guy so much and they support him so much, why didn't they make the trip to New York to support him? I mean, they just didn't.
Yeah, I think that they could have done better. I think that other Trump supporters can do better. I think that in solidarity with Trump, you need to upload a video of yourself crying. Let him know how you feel. Let him know that he's not alone. Preferably use a hashtag so we can find it and play it on the show. We'll broadcast that message. We need you to make your voice heard. We want more tears. More. Please, now.
All right,
Any
guys.
other news?
Thank you. Have a great night. No, I mean, there's a more show to have. What do you guys want to do now? What do you want to talk about? I guess we've.
Well, okay. Since we're done talking about the Trump stuff, we're probably going to lose.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll come across. Maybe we'll find
You never
more
know
Trump
what may
stuff.
pop up later.
Stick around, right? Don't leave.
Stick around because you never know.
I'm
We have
looking.
more viewers
I'm
than
looking.
usual. We have a lot more viewers than usual, which is good. So I'm going to use that. Everyone, on Saturday, I have a big announcement. My book comes out on Pride Day, and you can buy it everywhere then. It is called...
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious, yeah. It's called Catalyze. And it's available on Saturday. So now that all
Wait,
you are
what?
watching,
Wait,
pick it
You
up.
wrote a book?
I
You
did. I
wrote a
wrote a
book?
book. I
I
did.
don't believe you. I feel
Yeah,
like this is a troll.
It's a real
What's
book.
happening?
It's a real book. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Why
haven't
didn't you
talked
say
about
anything
this?
before?
Why is this
Yeah.
the very first time you've ever talked about it?
I mean, because I think that people who write books are very annoying and insufferable, and I didn't want to be that person. So I'm like, well, let's talk about it when it's about to come out.
What's your book about? You're lying. You're trolling.
Have you already told your viewers?
No. I have an announcement video on Saturday at 8.
Wait, so
Go
you
find
literally wrote a book and told nobody till just this very moment?
Well, okay, I should be a little bit more clear. So it's not the first time that a lot of people are seeing it. So this was an ebook that I had for my patrons for a really long time. So I took that and I rewrote a bunch, turned it into a second edition, updated stats, figures, wrote a new preface about queer rights just around the world. And now it's all one big package. And yeah, it's a book. And now I'm putting it for everyone, putting it out there for everyone for the first time. So yeah, Saturday.
That's awesome.
Pick it up for Pride. You have to buy it because I'm gay or you're homophobic. I'm gay and you're anti-gay.
That's amazing. I don't know if I still believe you. I just feel like I should have heard about this earlier. That's crazy.
Right.
Just because you troll us so often, so it's
I know.
You never know when to believe you. But
yeah,
that's
no,
awesome.
it's real. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah. Hopefully people like it. If they don't, that's fine too. Let me know.
Where can people buy it?
So it's already available to pre-order on most digital storefronts. I think you can buy the physical from Barnes & Noble. You should be able to buy it from Amazon, although I don't know. It's not up right now. But I mean, it should just be available everywhere. It's on Apple Store right now. You can already pre-order it and get like a preview. So yeah, it should be in more.
Will there be an audiobook version?
Maybe. I'm a little bit lazy to record that right now because I just finished like doing all the work. So I don't want to think about it.
You don't have to record the audiobook version. You can get someone to do it for you.
Well, in that case, maybe it's possible.
What's the book about?
So it's about queer rights movements in the Middle East and North Africa. So they emerged in like the 2000s, and political scientists didn't really track them because they were non-traditional, meaning that they were exclusively online, but they started to get really big and grow into actual full-fledged movements, and nobody's really covered them. So this is what I studied for my master's thesis. It started off as like a research paper, and it's only been published in like graduate and school search engines. And now, like, I went back to revisit it, and they're still growing. They're bigger than ever. And like Tunisia had a gay presidential candidate. Like, these movements are massive now, and nobody's really talking about it. So my whole argument is that you have to take into account movements that emerge on the internet, and integrate that into pre-existing sociological and political science research, because then if you don't do that, you're missing out on a massive movement that's currently in their post-Stonewall era. In a lot of states, like in Morocco, they have one of the biggest queer movements, Tunisia as well now. So yeah, I'm basically tracking all of that. It's all of the region. And I decided to basically put out this into like a regular book now, because like, obviously, as I talk more about Palestine and Gaza, a bunch of people always hit me with the, hey, you're gay and Arabs want to kill you. Which is so ignorant, because there's homophobia everywhere. And there are gay people in these countries right now that have massive movements that nobody even knows about. At least people in the West don't know about. So I was like, you know what?
Wait,
I think
Mike, you're gay?
Excuse me? No. They just think I am when I'm talking about it.
Right. Because you're such an expert in this field. So I didn't even know you. It seems like you really are. Like, you did a lot of work. I didn't know you were.
There it is.
It's real. It's real. I'm one of the first people to actually talk about this. Since then, there's been a lot more people. So my original graduate thesis was published in like 2014. And there's only been a couple of other people that have published works about this. And it's really cool. They actually cited my original one. Which is so awesome to me, because they're using it. So yeah. I don't know. I hope it's not too boring, but yeah, I hope people check it out.
Yeah, there you have it, Mike. There
really
you have
cool.
everybody. Mike Figueredo, one of the only people writing about gay people.
Accomplished.
No, I know what you
author.
mean. Yes, the only person talking about. One of the only people covering these movements in the Middle East and North Africa. This is awesome. I didn't realize.
Yeah. I hope.
Are you going to
buy
make
a
the
physical copy?
Are you going to make the media rounds? Are you going to like do PR, like get people to have you on their shows and stuff?
I haven't talked about it a lot because people who sell books are very annoying, and I don't want to be one of those people. I don't want to over promote it. I might make the media rounds.
You wrote a book, man. You should be proud of that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's fun.
Don't be self-conscious about how other people promote their books. Like, this is awesome. This is a massive accomplishment to write a book, and you should definitely talk about it more, for sure.
Thank you. I hope that people actually think it's good, because it might be like political science type books might be a little bit boring. I tried to adjust it in like this version to make it so it's more readable and not just like stats and like, okay, 13%, like, you know what I mean? Like it needs to be not boring. So I hope that I help that, like, make it more readable. But we'll see. And I'm open to, constructive criticism though.
I'm trying to imagine like what you did to like spice the book up. Like, it opens up with like, have you heard about gay rights in Tunisia?
It is so
you could hear the snapping through the pages.
We got to bring Rebecca into this conversation.
Hi, my loves. I have
Hey,
y'all just
Did you know?
missed you too.
Oh,
Did you know that Mike wrote a book and it's coming out like very soon?
No, look, Mike, why are you?
He's just sprung this on us now. I thought he was joking because he's never talked about this.
Mike, like, do you not? We don't include each other into your personal life. I gotta start checking in with what's going on now.
Look at this book.
What?
It's coming out.
By the way, what website is this on?
June
so I can
1st.
tell people.
This is Barnes and Noble.
Oh, okay. So it is on Barnes and. Okay, I thought so. Okay.
All right, let me make sure it didn't come out yet. First of all, tell me about this book.
Yeah. So first day of Pride.
Yeah, we were just talking about Mike is in fact one of the only people in the world to ever write about gays. It's amazing.
Many people are saying nobody's done it before. I love how people were like, Mike's pitched it as boring. I mean, look, there are parts of it that I think are really interesting and other parts that are like, and I've read it like 18 times because I had to write it and edit it and do all the shit. So there are some parts that might be boring, but for the most part, hopefully it's good. It comes out on the first day of Pride. That is intentional. So that way you feel compelled to buy the book of a gay dude on the first day of Pride. So
I do feel compelled.
Tell me what it's like. Okay, I know it's about, I see the rise of the LGBTQ plus movements in the Middle East and North Africa. Now, what are special for? Are you going to talk about yourself or your experiences? Did you interview people for this book? Is it other people's stories? Is it your stories? Where are we with it? Like, what?
So I don't
Mike,
talk about
before you answer that
myself.
question, before you answer that question, after hearing Rebecca read the title, I think you found your audiobook narrator.
Oh.
Yo. I do have one of those voices, I will say.
Oh my God, that's actually great.
No, tell me about this book. Talk to me. Like, what's in it?
So it is, I don't talk about myself. I do talk about American politics. And there's stuff in there that we've talked about on the show before, like certain stories. I won't give away too much for the preface, because that's like the most recent thing. But it's basically just like about queer rights movements in the Middle East and North Africa that emerged in the last couple of decades, specifically through the internet. And my whole pitch is that the internet has made these movements in really conservative authoritarian countries possible. And since they emerge only online, like sociologists and political scientists don't really think of them as real movements. It's just like people tweeting online and activism and stuff. But they've actually organized really, really well. And they've gotten they've made a lot of progress. And in a country like Morocco, for example, it's a monarchy, right? So they have a king. So you don't really think that there's going to be much progress there. And there hasn't been, legally speaking, but they actually have been really successful at kind of putting pressure on the king to not be overtly homophobic. Like police are still pretty homophobic in Morocco. But that alone created a lot of drama where people are like, well, is the king gay? And so like they've gotten so big that they're starting to finally get their voices out internationally for the first time in like the last decade or so. And so this is me just kind of like trying to signal boost them and let people know about these organizations and how cool they are, how big they are, and why they're important. So that's kind of what it's about. I also talk about, like, for me, my whole argument is that they emerged because of the internet. And as the internet and access to the internet increases in the regions, you could predict there's like a 2-year window, basically, that the movement itself will pop up. And it happens in a lot of these countries. And so that's what I tracked. And there's a point where you can see how many people have the internet and see how large the gay movement is. And it's always like that correlation right there. So that's kind of like what I'm looking at. Hopefully it doesn't sound super boring, but yeah, it's about like how they organize and like what they're doing to organize. And there's even like a little bit of fun stuff. Well, I say fun, but like just like everywhere, there's a lot of leftist infighting. Like one of the Tunisia queer rights movements, they're also anti-capitalist. And Tunisia is like, at least according to the presidential candidate, he's the first gay dude to ever run for president in the Arab world. And he said he was in prison in Tunisia for 3 months because he was charged with sodomy. But the queer movement, or at least some of the organizations, they actually disavowed him and didn't support him because he was more liberal. He wanted to normalize relations with Israel. And they're like, no, fuck this guy. He's also problematic as well. But so there's a lot of dynamics going on. And people just have this perception of the Middle East and North Africa that it's like, no. There's no such thing as gay people there. They don't exist there. When that's not really true. And I mean, countries like Lebanon, they're actually pretty accepting. Iran, for example, it's like you actually have free healthcare if you're a trans person in Iran. That doesn't mean that like it's good if you're gay, because there's more homophobia there than there is transphobia, and there's still transphobia. But like they approve of gender affirming care, HRT. The government mandates insurance companies pay for surgeries in Iran. So a lot of people have no idea what's going on. So it's just like me trying to signal boost these movements and, hope people care.
But that's beautiful. Now, like, don't just shrug it off like that's my little book. That's your book, Mike. And next time you share that with us because we want to be in on that and help
Well,
support
thank
you
you,
on
thank
that.
you.
And then, that's a big thing that you're doing. Like, it's not just some, signal boosting a movement. You really are like an activist in that space, and you're using your words and putting together from your research and all that information that can be privy to people and for them to help out. And just that is good. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. That means so much. I haven't brought it up because I don't know, like, I just figured I don't know when I'll put it out there. When I do, I'll talk about it. So yeah. Thank
But
you.
we'll
I
be waiting for it.
appreciate
We have a little party, a little, a little book drop party for you.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't bring it up because you didn't know when you'd put it out there. There's a release date of June 1st. That's in 2 days.
It wasn't until recently. Yeah, it wasn't until recently. I just got the actual author's copy a week ago. So, and I'm like, okay, June 1st, sure. That makes sense.
It's self-published?
Yeah, it's self-published. Yeah.
Did you have to get the copies to Barnes and Noble and stuff? Like you had to send them copies and stuff?
No, so it's if you were to order a physical copy, it probably would take a little bit to get to you, at least a week, because they're printing them as they go. So that way there's no upfront cost for me to be able to distribute it out there. Because if you want to do self-publishing, it's kind of expensive. If you want the books up front, and I figured most people will probably want to do digital anyway, so we'll just do it this way. Save me a little bit of money, and well, actually not cost me any money, so save me a lot of money.
Amen.
Do it that way.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Very
proud of you,
cool.
Mike, and congratulations on that. That's a
Thank
big
you.
deal. So yeah,
Thank you.
that sounds great. And I'm gonna give come on, Sal.
He tried to just play it off. He tried to just play it off. He was just like, oh, by the way, I got a book coming out in a few days.
Terrible. Me just jumping in here and y'all like, look, Rebecca, look at Mike. He done dropped the book and he ain't tell nobody. That's a big deal.
Didn't even
This
ask
guy's
us to
watched-
write the forward. Unbelievable.
This guy has watched too much TYT and Jank talking about his book. That's why he feels like.
Oh, why is that
Every
what
other-
happens? Is that
every
for
other
real?
sentence? Every other sentence.
He
Jank
promotes
talking
his
about his book. So that he's
No,
just
just-
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that
In
guy.
general, people who in this space release books, they talk about it a lot. And it's like, okay, I heard about your fucking book. Goddamn, we know about the book.
And that's the thing, though.
That
They
kind of
just-
stuck in my mind. And
I
didn't
know,
want
but
to be
don't do that
worse.
to yourself.
You
Don't do that to
remember the
yourself,
name
'cause
of the
there's people
book.
who are
that
winning
that
with
shit
that
works.
whole thing. Like
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
you
That's
gotta. There's a way where you can be. You don't have to. You can humble brag. You see what I'm saying? Like
That's
you're
true,
doing.
that's
It's not
true.
that you're bragging about that. You've done some work that's going to be helpful to a community that is marginalized, and especially in these certain places. And people aren't talking much about resources and what's going on and how it's growing. Honey, you did your work. So yes, go get my book. Okay.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
It is kind of fun. It is kind of funny that you're complaining about people promote their books as you run an online show where ostensibly I'm guessing you've interviewed guests who've put out books. So I'm picturing
I'm
you having
assuming.
these. I'm picturing you having these guests on, and you're like, all right. So joining me now, the author of the new book, blah 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 blah. So tell me something about this. Tell me something about this new book. And as they start talking 3 sentences in, Mike is thinking, oh my God, shut up about your book already.
No.
Well, look, to be fair, I buy most of their fucking books when they release them. I even bought David Pakman's kid book, just to be like, hey, he released a book. I'll give it to my niece and nephew. I haven't yet. It's still here. I will though. But I buy
Give it
most
to
of their
the
books.
kid.
Just I'm curious. You know what I mean? Haven't read all of them, so it's not the worst thing ever. I just think that sometimes people go a little bit too far in the self-promotion. So, I figured when the time's right, we'll talk about the book and then shut the fuck up about it.
Well,
And that's
I can
how
tell you
we
as
do it.
I can tell you as a friend, you're going too far in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I know
That's
it's
fair,
hard
that's
for a
fair.
lot of people in these spaces because you guys are all humble and so sweet and are afraid to promote that
It's
way.
definitely I get it. It's hard to talk about like, hey, here's my Patreon, here's this, and here's my book. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You need to, because I see people do it all the
Yeah.
time, and you're working in this space, so it's okay. Here's my Patreon,
Yeah.
and you're still doing your work. They're here if they want to donate, if they wanted to like, share, subscribe, all of the above. This is what you guys do. This is your work. So the same way that other people are getting paid to do this work, if people feel compelled, they will give towards it. And if they support you and love you for who you are, they're gonna support it. You're not on here like, you know, like every second passing the what is it, the collection plate. You know, you're here actually doing work and having conversations and creating great spaces for people in this place. So come on now, don't be afraid to, you know, humble brag and promote your stuff.
Speaking of bragging, Rebecca, you were just on a very popular show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was listening, and it was all last minute too, because I was like, no, Marc, he called me, and on my phone, it's gonna silence, right? I got a new number, so it's silencing numbers that are not saved. So he called me and then went straight to voicemail, and I was getting ready, and I'm like, dang, because I remember they said that I was gonna be on a show, but was it tonight? And then he's like, Rebecca. I'm like, oh shoot. Oh no, I'm not missing Leftist Mafia, but I'll be on here. And it was just for a short amount of time. But I was on Marc Lamont's Hill show. We were talking about Trump, right? And I don't know if you guys discussed it already, but of course I was gonna come here and talk about it with y'all.
We had so much fun.
Wait, what happened?
We can
missed
talk
that.
more
We didn't
about
talk about
So, but yeah, it was good, you know. And I shouted out the show. He shouted it out too. But then he said left wing mafia, and I had to come back and be leftist mafia at the end. So, you know, but it's all good. So, you know, I love when I can go on other platforms, which has been great, which is the freedom that I've been now having, you know, since they kicked me out from corporate. You know, the freedom is that now. It's trying to stay afloat in this time, right? It's like, what do you do for money? Like that's the hardest, the hardest.
You gotta write a book, sell your stories,
right?
Put those stories in a book.
Yeah.
I am gonna listen. Now I have time,
and don't forget to tell people about the book so they buy it. That's the important part of selling the book.
I'll humble brag. I'll be like, listen, y'all want the tea? Patreon.com. But I'm planning on curating more on the page and fixing it up and doing all the things and doing the show that I told you guys I've been trying to do since 1993. But you know, all of those things I have time to really pour into. I'm just trying to stay afloat, you know, wanting to do all those things and worrying about like, damn, this bill is going to be due tomorrow. This bill, I have savings, but it's looking, you know, it every day. It's like, is it food or is it this? But I'm glad to be in a freer space. That's the most important thing, but it's just staying afloat and whatever. So like I said, we gonna work it out. I'm here. So that's the most important part of it. But I missed you guys so much. I didn't think I was gonna miss y'all like that, but I feel like I haven't been here all month. And yeah, I missed you guys a lot.
Missed you too.
So I was like, I can't do tonight without my people. Like, well, I'll be here 15 minutes. Okay, now we going home. We're going home. So yeah.
So what are your thoughts generally on the whole Trump guilty?
Okay, so here we go. Great. We see, beautiful to see that the system was working, I guess, as designed, right? You know, it's great to see that there could be a guilty verdict for somebody that we never really thought to see that coming. The way that it came out as well, I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna adjourn they're gonna come and talk about it tomorrow. You know, the jury's going to bed. They wrapped it up for today. 2 seconds later, I'm getting text messages, you know, the news pop-ups on the phone, you know how they be coming up. And I'm like, wait a minute, are they back in? They reached, oh my God, a verdict. Okay, when is it coming out? Oh, 2 seconds later, it's guilty, 34. Like Marc was saying, it ain't 1, it ain't 2, it ain't 10, it's 34. And while it is 34, and it's about this hush money and all these things and how it was hidden and with Stormy, all of that, right? I would have preferred it to be something more like what Fani Willis is doing, but it's great that we're here with it. The thing I just am, you know, the conversations that are online immediately as we're learning, because I'm learning what the kind of felonies this were. There's somebody saying it's class E, had to search up what that was. That's like the lower tier of it all. You know, we're learning, we're trying to educate ourselves on this because the news just came out, but the conversations online are what is bothering me the most. From people, especially who, okay, the other side of it is, and I'll get to that part of it, but the side of it that I'm looking at is like, okay, Donald Trump, still running for president, still able to run for president, and felon, right? But yet felons can't vote. Felons can't, they don't have access, or they can't get specific jobs, right? They don't have access to housing because they're a felon. Some of their health care is restricted because of that. But Donald Trump can run for president as a felon. These are the things that I'm looking at. And I'm like, it sucks that this is America where this is possible, where the math don't math that way. And a lot of these felons the people who are felons won't run for president because they don't think that's an opportunity for them. But this rich white man who gets away with almost everything can just go outside like it's another day of the Donald Trump show after this and say it was, it's a witch hunt. It's all of this, it's all of that. And people are outside crying, which is ridiculous.
I know, we saw that.
It just shows us how this man is just an entertainer and people see him as that. But then there's that thing that he said, that that comment that he made a few months ago when he was talking to the blacks, when he stated, you guys, from what I hear, blacks, or whatever he calls them, blacks, they love me more. African Americans, they love me more because of this criminal record, right? And because of, my relationship with the law right now, they can relate to that. And so many people online, like academics, I was just talking about this on Marc's show, like seeing his comment, and he's already garbage, and he has a case of his own that just came out looming. But academics himself is coming out there saying, man, this makes me want to vote for him more.
Seriously,
he'll be in the one when the White House rocking the ankle bracelet. And that bothered me. That bothered me so much. And then I remember conversations of your favorite rappers like Sexy Red being on podcasts saying why she loved Trump and he funny because he gave her a little bit of coin, during the beginning of the pandemic. And here's my thing with that: people see this and they're not educating themselves as to why you like him, but you don't see that coin that you got, how you're having to pay it back 5 years later, what that actually looks like. You're not educating yourself on anything. Y'all just associating yourself with Trump because of this. That's what sucks. The conversations online are bothering me so much. But the other one is that they're saying it's true. It is a witch hunt. They don't want Donald Trump to be president. So they're trying to criminalize him. Let's take it back to 2006 and them. If we saw Barack Obama running and there was anything criminal looming over him, everybody, all the right, would have said, how can we have a felon or a criminal? How can we have that for president? How can they would make it a whole thing? Although in America, like I just stated, you can be a felon and still run for president, but they would have made that a thing like it was not America.
Democrats would have made it a thing. Nobody would have.
Yeah, exactly.
No one would have allowed it.
But that's what I don't like about the situation. The other side of it is, I just don't believe that he'll ever see jail time. Do I absolutely love that we got a guilty somewhere near his name? Perfect. Love it. The system did what it needed to do. The jury knew what they came there for. They know why they were there. We know why they were there, but we didn't know that we were going to get a guilty verdict today. But there we go. And it was beautiful to hear that. But are we celebrating, him going to jail? Not so much, because he won't even go, right? I don't think he'll go. Will they put something on his ankle? I don't think so. In a week when they really come out and we see what it's going to look like, I don't think it's going to be what people are saying it might be. This is Donald Trump we're talking about, who we saw skate like across so much criminal things. This right here ain't even close to the other stuff. But this is Donald Trump we're talking about. He's gotten away with so much. And he may appeal this thing all the way, like I was saying on the show earlier, he may appeal this thing to the day he dies. He may stretch it out and just continuously appeal until, he done served, possibly, God forbid, again as president. And then it's just too late. Like, that's it.
Yeah. So, Rebecca, you talking about how, like, what if this were Obama reminded me of during the end of Obama's second term. I think it was before the 2016 election. It might have been underway. But anyways, Obama was talking about how, if I were to run for a third term, I would get elected again because I think I'm a good president. And that was an entire news cycle with Fox News anchors shrieking about how he wants to be an authoritarian. And then just the other day, there was this clip with Greg Gutfeld and Charlemagne was on. and they were downplaying Trump's entire coup. And Charlemagne, like I did a video about this, Charlemagne's comments were exactly what they needed to be. I mean, he is a threat to democracy, but like the way that they downplayed it, and that made me think of the Obama situation when they were just like, he wants to be a dictator. He's not going to step down. He's going to run for a third term. And now you have Trump literally floating a third term. Like he's saying it jokingly, but at the NRA convention, he's like, maybe we go for another one, 2 terms in a row or something. And there's just not a peep from them. Like there's such a double standard. And yet, as there's this double standard, they pretend as if like they're the biggest victims. And Trump is uniquely like being vilified when he hasn't up until this point because of who he is, because he's rich and a former president. Like the fact that he was actually convicted is really like it's shocking to me. Like you said, I don't think that he's going to see any jail time, but just like the prospect of accountability to me, just the fact that he's mad, that's like more than I ever expected to get.
He's so upset, but the way that he's going to spin this and how he even went outside. We never heard him speak about his wife. I feel like there's, like I was saying earlier, that's a sentiment that we've missed. I mean, we've seen them. We haven't seen that lady since, but we've seen them, out when he was president and that whole fake get up of a relationship. But if he really wanted to feel, to me, personable and relatable, that's something that he would mention. But that was not. And it was more so, they got me. Look what they're trying to do to me. Witch hunt. Like, it's them. It's these immigrants coming over here, taking y'all jobs. They trying to stop me. Y'all. And that's what he was selling to the people. And they're like, that's so true. That's why they're trying to get him charged. That's what people are picking it up as. And it's, and this is what sucks because he likes that. He's that entertainer type of guy. So him coming out, after and making his little speech and then heading immediately to Twitter or whatever his little thing is called, and putting all that, his words out there, and then having something to say directly to the camera, and then coming out with his little wave, I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back as your president, and this is what your president has to go through, and this is why you should vote for me, because this is what I'm going through, and you may know somebody that has been a felon, or they tried to bring him down, or whatever, and this is how we can relate. And as your president, I will make sure nothing happens for anybody, but this is where we can relate. This and people are eating it up. If his fan base, his cult can do what they did on January 1st, that's solid, willing to risk their lives. We saw when he won presidency, 2016 or whatever, and we saw how people immediately went out when he was the whole both sides comment or whatever, holding up tiki torches in Charlottesville, and how he supports all of that. We saw what the effect of Trump was early on. Look how much he's built since then. The cult has grown and grown and grown over time. So this, what we thought, what people would look at for somebody else like Barack Obama as, oh my God, a criminal for president, a criminal running for president. No, this is entertainment. This for them is, oh my goodness, my savior, right? They're trying to get him just like they did Jesus, and they won't get him. We'll back him. We'll back him. We'll make sure that he stays in. They said that, his support went up like nobody's business for donations and all of that. So.
Didn't he actually compare himself to Jesus and Nelson Mandela too at some point? It was probably a couple months ago, but just the hubris of this guy, like, and again, to bring it back to like what he's being convicted of, it was hush money payments because he didn't want a story of him having an affair with a porn star getting out. And I'm sorry, like, that wouldn't have even hurt him if it did.
It wouldn't have. If he came out and said, yes, I slept with her, he probably would have got more support.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it wouldn't have hurt him at all.
It didn't look good. It didn't look good.
The video of him coming out and saying, grab her by the, like that was out. And that didn't hurt him. If that's not going to hurt him, the Stormy Daniels story is definitely not going to hurt him. And he wouldn't have been like, again, if he came out and just said it, obviously he wouldn't because of his wife. But like, if he had said he did that, it would not have hurt him, and he would not have been got this, these charges.
I think in 2024, in these days, it wouldn't have hurt him. I feel like back then it may have done a little something because, like I said, from then to now, he has built more of a cult, in politics.
Yeah, but
and stuff.
Back in 2016, it was grab him by the
Oh yeah,
That
and
that
was the
video
whole
was out
thing.
the
Yeah.
week it was like the couple weeks before the election, and that didn't
Mhm.
didn't do shit.
That
It
was
really
the whole
wasn't. I
thing.
mean, Hillary was just the most deeply unpopular candidate of all time. Like the fact that she
I
was
don't
less
like her.
popular than Trump, that's really what ultimately led to Trump winning. It's just terrible turnout.
It was I just, guys, like, what a beautiful day, for justice. We see them, it doesn't only work in the favor of white folks, but at the same time, we ain't gonna see that man in jail. I wish. I would love it. Oh my goodness. But he got a dollar or two to appeal this thing until he can't. He only got about, I don't know how many more years left on his life. But he will definitely stretch it till that time.
I feel like he has a lot of years left. People who are evil, they live to be so old. I mean, look at Henry Kissinger. How old? Well, he was like 136 years
100,
old.
yeah.
It just they live to be so long. So as much as I would like to think that it'll be over soon because the Lord will call back his angel, this motherfucker is gonna probably outlive all of us. He's just too evil to die.
I gotta say, I was looking this up because I'm pretty sure this is true. Most felons are not allowed into Canada. Like most American felons can't come to Canada.
What?
Obviously, it would change as for a president, but like double standards here.
Oh, wait, they will make sure that they
I wonder
move the goalposts.
I wonder how
They're
many
gonna
countries
move
would like
it.
just ban him out.
Yeah, they're not. They're gonna move that goalpost if he were to win. They'll move that, and they'll be like, this is the president of the United States. So for him, we.
Then again, if he doesn't win, I wonder if Canada's just like, no, you're never coming here again. Fuck you.
Yeah. Listen, I hope
Be okay
so.
with that.
I really hope so. Felon, right? I hope
He's
so.
just
I know.
stuck in the country.
I just
He needs
don't
the
like
same
it.
treatment that he wanted for other felons. Like he should be treated exactly the same. And I don't want people to think that like there's justice in this country and that we don't have a two-tier justice system. This is an anomaly. Okay. And even with him being convicted, none of us expect him to see a single day in jail. So, and he's not going to be treated like other felons. Again, he could, as Rebecca said, he could run for president as a felon when other felons can't vote. It's just, it's a twisted
I will
system,
say,
yet
though,
he's still the victim.
Well, maybe
according
those
to
other
him.
felons should run for president too. Nothing stops.
But that's not on their mind because the people that's more so felons and how it hits in the system is brown and black people.
Yeah.
So they keep them down enough for them not to think that they can go and be president. So here we are, this white man who's rich and all of the above. Of course, he's gonna have those aspirations and he's gonna make like that. It sucks. It really, really sucks for those people who are felons who can't even vote. This is a time, what did Ron DeSantis do to people who were felons? I remember we had reported on this sometime last year, and people thought they were able to vote. And I remember Ron DeSantis having police officers coming to their homes, and just people who were rehabilitated into the communities and had their homes and were living a certain had them. They were told that they could vote. They were told that they can vote, and they went out and they thought this is an opportunity for me. Great, I can do this. And they were mostly black people, and police officers under Ron DeSantis' orders went out and arrested them. People were just watering their grass. People were just walking out to the mailbox and they were getting arrested. Didn't know for what. Little old ladies, all type of people, and didn't know for what. And that sucks, putting fear into people, but yet this felon gets the opportunity to be president.
Yeah. And that situation, was messed up because even the cops weren't necessarily sure why they had to arrest these folks. So when the cops are like, oh, should I be doing this? When they say that, that's when it's really fucked up and arbitrary.
When they feel empathy for something, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Like, this seems a little bit messed up. I don't know if I should be doing this, but I mean, of course, I'm not going to miss the opportunity to arrest somebody, especially if they're black or brown. So,
just follow orders generally. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to just follow orders.
Exactly. They do love following orders.
I don't like Trump, and I really just don't. I don't like it. But here we are. We can celebrate something guilty on his name. We got that mugshot. We can celebrate something guilty on his name. I'm really hoping, because I know it's kind of dying down, especially with the media and how they turned Fani Willis and her relationship, all that stuff. I would have loved for the focus to be there and that to really become something. And I feel like it's dying down right now. even with her and her handling of the case, but I really would have loved to see that through. Hopefully we still get something from that, but
I feel like that's the most important case because
Mhm.
that is the state of Georgia. He can't pardon himself in the state. He can only pardon himself for federal crimes. So,
Mhm.
and that's the election. Like that's the one where he called up. For those who don't remember, he called up their Secretary of State and asked him to find votes that he didn't have in a state that he lost. That I think is the most important one that we're probably not going to know the result of until after the election. And at that point, it's moot. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, even if he is convicted in Georgia, like, what are you going to do to the president of the United States, you know, if he wins? So, yeah, this is, I feel like, the best that we're going to get in terms of a Trump conviction before the election. Anyways, if he doesn't win the election, then I think it's a different story. Maybe it's hard to imagine him seeing a day in jail, but I mean, we're talking about somebody he's leading in the polls right now. So, you know, that, I don't know. We're in such a weird situation.
Democrats, there's still time to replace Joe Biden. There's still time to replace Joe Biden. But anybody else that fucking ticket, please, for the love of God.
I'll take Pete Buttigieg. I will take literally any Democrat. Any Democrat.
I can't.
Okay?
I'm trying to think at this point if there would be somebody worse, simply because of what Biden has been doing with the genocide. Like I really don't think there could be a worse Democrat at this point.
It's so bad. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, I forgot he was still running. Like it's really bad. He should. It's not a great representation. We already know Trump's garbage, trash, like hot trash. But Joe Biden constantly keeps showing us like it's so terrible.
Turnout's going to be so low. That's the biggest issue.
That's where I'm like, I hate to say it. You know, I wanted to see something different. But as we are going through this and as more is happening coming out of Gaza, coming out of Gaza, and he's not, our president has something to do with what's happening there. And that bothers me so bad. And it bothers a lot of people. So having to go in and think about who am I going to be voting for? I'm not voting just because it's Democrat. I'm not voting just because it's blue. I'm not voting just because it's left, but I got to be smart about this. And then it's like, now I'm starting to understand why people are saying they want to hold their votes. While I think don't hold your vote, I feel like your vote is very important, especially for ancestors who have fought for this right for us. Maybe look locally and focus on that. But I am starting to really, really, really understand that whole part of it, that whole conversation with it.
Actually, just to correct myself, I think John Fetterman's worse. So not.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, people in the chat immediately.
Excuse me.
I see that in
my
my
argument. Not any Democrat.
He's been criticizing Biden for being too left wing on Israel. So
yeah,
Fetterman is the guy that's worse. But apart from Fetterman, anybody else?
Richie Torres also would not vote for him.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't
there's
think
there's other. Okay, I take back what I said. Okay,
I was thinking more like senators that might run.
Bob Menendez for president, folks. Bob Menendez.
Honestly,
what's his stance on a ceasefire?
Probably better.
I mean, listen, he's corrupt. But
let's get two criminals against each other in November.
The difference between like the corruption of Bob Menendez and like other people in Congress, Bob Menendez, Bob Menendez. I don't know.
Bob Menendez.
No, but like he took gold bars for his corruption to do the bidding of a foreign government, and other folks just take campaign contributions. I mean, he's stupid for skirting campaign finance laws when they're so lax. If you get in trouble for campaign finance violations in this system, you're really corrupt. But at the same time, it's not that different. Like, you know, I feel like it's in the same like arena as John Fetterman taking money from AIPAC and then saying that he supports genocide. You know, so I don't know. It's just it's a very depressing situation. Yeah.
All right. Super chat.
I'm down for super chats.
Let's do
it. Wait, you don't work anymore, Rebecca. So do we have to do you first, or can we just?
Oh, look, I mean, I said I would stay a little longer since I've been gone for a little bit. I said I'll stay a little longer with you guys. So yeah.
All right.
Well, being that we got so many people watching, there were more before, but being that we have so many people watching, if you are watching on one of the other people's platforms. Like if you're watching the show from Mike's or mine or David's or Rebecca's, and you're not already following the other people,
Right.
like on YouTube or Twitch, go do that now. Go subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/MattBinder, twitch.tv/MattBinder. Go subscribe to the Rational National. Why don't you take it from there, David, and drop all your
YouTube.com/The Rational National. I don't use Twitch very often, but I think I'm streaming today on Twitch. But twitch.tv/The Rational National, or David Dole on DOEL on Twitter.
There you go. And Mike, why don't you drop your links?
Yeah, Humanist Report everywhere. I'm also back on Twitch now. So for the last month, I've been streaming every Wednesday on Twitch. It's been really, really fun. That's what's been missing. Just reacting to the dumbest shit I can find. So yeah, follow me there too.
And Rebecca?
And me, Rebecca Azor on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And for all of you guys who are asking how you can help donate to me being free, okay, unemployed, but we free. We got to say free. Definitely. I love that you guys are sending in the super chats, which are great. They don't come to me for about a month. So to give instant delivery, my Cash App is Becca's Voice. Cash App is Becca's Voice. Okay. Love you. Mean it.
All right. Let's get to these super chats.
Who's that? Me? Is it me? We starting with me still or no?
No,
So
I will let you know when it's you.
Okay, good.
Yours are signaled. No one else's is, so everyone else has to speak up. It's there, sure.
Joe Greer with $2. Do you think karma is catching up to Donald Trump? I want to say yes. I don't believe in karma, but I would like to think that there's something in the universe that will punish people for their bad deeds. David Dole, I think, said it. David Dole said it perfectly when you were talking about, I think, Nikki Haley. You were like, I don't believe in heaven or hell, but I wish I did for people like her. And I'm like, oh my God, that's like the perfect sentiment. Because yeah, you want to think that there's like this divine punishment that they're going to receive for being so
But
evil.
there's not.
I would like to think that there is. I want to believe. Because some people they're just so bad.
You don't know, Binder. I believe now. I believe simply because I want people like her to go to hell.
Anytime there's any consequences like that people attribute to karma, it's actually just called a coincidence. It's all that is.
Unfortunately, that's true, but I don't want to tell myself that right now. I want to cope, and I want to think that, this is the Lord Jesus. He's like, no, motherfucker, you've been defying me too long. I spite you. J Lord with $10. Thank you so much. On a lighthearted note, I am not a right winger, but even I am getting sick of ordinary looking characters in games, men and women. Even I want more Western games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Stellar Blade. Getting sick of ordinary looking characters in games. I genuinely don't care about the way that the characters look in any of the games that I play. I play a lot of like Souls-like games where I'm mostly looking at like demonic monsters and like beasts and stuff. So I don't, that's not necessarily something that I care about. I was playing Animal Well, where I'm just like a ball with 2 dots for eyes.
I love that fucking game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I love that game. I love that. That game is like tailor-made for me. There's so many secrets, and it's just like, I love that game so much.
Towards the end, I got a little bit frustrated just because I couldn't
What's it
figure out
called
some of
again?
the secrets. Animal Well.
Animal Well.
Yeah.
Animal Well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't
great.
care about the way that characters look. I don't remember what I'm playing right now. What am I playing right now? What the hell? Oh, I'm playing Paper Mario. Yeah, Paper Mario.
Paper Mario? Oh my God. Oh, my camera.
It's so good.
It's great. I rented the original one, but I wasn't really into RPGs back then, so I never really got super deep into it. I'm already farther now than I was when I rented it, so I'm really enjoying it.
How many crystal stars do you have, David? I'm curious.
I think I just got second or third. I forget. I think it's been
okay,
second.
nice.
Yeah, second
We're
one.
pretty close. I just got the 4th one, so we're like about the halfway point. Yeah, I like it. It's cute, but those characters don't look like anything. It's it's Mario. There's like a Goomba, so that's
like the 2D.
It's
I remember,
2D.
but this is Paper Mario isn't new, so you guys are playing something vintage.
Yeah, this is old. It was released like 20 years ago, but they just
I
re-released
remember.
it.
That's why I'm like, I remember that game.
It holds up though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Ooh.
But yeah, I don't really care about characters as long as the gameplay is good.
I would
I'm
play
down.
that.
I should mention as well that This comment looks like it's calling Final Fantasy VII and Stellar Blade Western games. One's Japanese, one's South Korean.
Oh, right.
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
They're not made in the West.
Yeah.
But anyways.
180 Chan, 340. Thank you. Lock him up trending. Okay, even if no jail, little hope. I don't think this is what you're saying. I don't think that the trending is gonna facilitate him going to jail or influence the sentencing.
Anything.
But
we gotta do whatever we can.
If he sees that and he gets mad, then I'll take it as a win. Hijo Del Fish, $5. Thank you. The same Trump supporters that will vote for him in November are the same people who started the Free Tiger King Defense Fund. I mean, maybe not the same, but certainly of the same wavelength, right?
Some crossover there.
Yeah. Patrick P. Roy Herman, $5. Thank you. From Mike F. You have to drop your woke ideology and you know the thing outros. I'd pay for them. So I actually, if you go to my second channel, it's just Mike Figueredo. I posted literally every single outro that I've ever made. It's in one big video and there's timestamps. So you can listen to each one. Go check that out. And you don't even have to pay.
Pinkerbell with a membership super chat, member for 7 months. Why does Jesse Waters look like a ventriloquist puppet that wished real hard to be a real boy? Yeah, he does. He does look like that. That's very good description.
Pitchforks Dragon, thank you for the super chat. Says crying in the streets already happening. I found out Trump was found guilty at the plant nursery earlier. An old lady got kicked out, ugly crying, blaming the verdict on the cashier's gay agenda. What the hell?
You're not serious, are you? No way. You're joking.
That can't be serious. It's for me. Still alive. Thank you for the super chat. Says, wow, I did everything right in a pandemic.
It's the Trump voice.
I did everything right and they indicted me. All mine came in a row here. Bay Photo, thank you for the super chat. Says Florida state legislature and Ron DeSantis to make a convicted felon voter exception for quote woke blue state convictions. Three,
you joke, but oh boy.
Yeah, you can't be too surprised that happens. Let me find Rebecca one. Just scroll down a bit.
I would go in order before you mess it all up and lose.
I know, but I don't want to. I feel bad. I don't want to here till like 1 in the morning.
I'm losing interest. I'm going ADHD. I'm good. No, Smokey Rose. Smokey Rose. Hi, happy found guilty day. Hey girl, what's going on? Thank you as well. And yes.
This one's also for you.
Okay. Glad to have you back. Second best thing to happen today. Okay, well, I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Omega Star.
There we go. Found my place.
Bay Photo, $4.99. Thank you. I imagine MAGA will cry hysterically in the streets when Trump does pass. It will look like the North Korean funerals for Kim Jong-il and Kim Il-sung. Honestly, probably. It's going to be fucking insane.
I remember seeing those and being like, wow, they are in a cult. And now I look at Megan, I'm like, wow, that shit's here.
Right.
Wild.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. The MAGA Karens have completely lost it. Hashtag lock him up.
Exoteric with $5. Thank you. To say I am very innocent is to say you don't understand how innocent works. Yeah, of course, Trump doesn't understand any of this. So you're absolutely right. Jeremy Elwood with $5. Thank you, Jeremy. The sad part, Trump will get at max 4 years for each charge served concurrently. Basically a slap on the wrist. That's the worst I see him getting. I mean, that's very optimistic, honestly.
4
in my
years,
opinion.
that'd be a huge win. I'd be like, hell yeah, look at this.
If he spent a week in jail, I would take that as a massive victory.
I will say each charge can come with a max of 4 years, and there's 34 of them. I'm gonna hold out hope
It ain't happening.
that there's some time in prison.
I will kill it.
I know it's not gonna happen, but
I know. I wish.
We can dream.
Exactly.
Sakti, $5. Thank you. This MAGA Chud meltdown is brought to you by the letter E. Nadia Yvette Chambers, $2. Thank you. How's this impact the odds of theocratic fascism? So if you watch my video about this, I share a video from CNN's Henry Enton, and at least based on the trial itself, it didn't move the needle at all. Voters just weren't paying attention. So the question now is, does this make them pay attention? Does the headlines from this move the needle? If I had to guess, I would say probably not, right? Maybe a little bit. It's really hard to say, but the cynic in me says it's probably not going to have that big of an impact. But I do hope that I'm wrong. But I don't know yet, honestly.
I mean, the Christian nationalists who thought that Trump was a god king and gave them everything they wanted, and the election was stolen from him, they're going to see this and they're going to go, "Oh, he's a felon now. Can't vote for him."
I know that's yeah. Shadow with $9.99.
All the MAGA cops who were chanting law and order are going to go, "Oh, can't vote for him anymore. He doesn't believe in law and order for real."
Shadow, that's so cool. You're probably like the first one. Appreciate that. Might get a physical copy later too. Thanks for not telling us earlier, but congratulations. Hey, thank you so much. Okay, I would make sure that you knew, but I really appreciate that. I'm curious
somebody
to know
else
what you
bought
think.
your book. Somebody else bought it too. See,
Oh,
people
very
are doing
cool.
that. Yeah, but that'll be in another super chat.
That's so
read.
cool.
But yes, people are buying it.
That's
See?
amazing. Joe Greer, $5. Oh, very cool. Mike, I'm buying your book, not because you're gay, but because I'm gay. Happy Pride. Happy Pride to you too. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Joe Greer, $5. Nobody's more annoying about selling their book than Jay. Listen, to be clear, I wasn't necessarily like referring to him, just like in general, like everybody.
To be fair to him, I'm sure he sold many copies because of it. Or at least many more than he would have otherwise.
Yeah. So no hate to him at all. No hate to him at all for that. The Emo Dragon, member super chat. Thank you, Emo Dragon. Hey, Mike, love your work. Call yourself an author with your whole chest, man. Any chance you'll be doing signed copies? Well, that means so much. Thank you so much. Possibly. I'm not really sure if there's a demand for that, but if enough people want it, then I'll consider it. I'm not sure
that's
how.
so sweet. Look at you because they love you. You see, look at that. Mr. Celebrity, Mr. Mike on the internet. Got a show, talks to people.
Well, I don't know if people will like it first. So if people
sounds
like
like
it,
Sounds like Rebecca's making fun of you, honestly.
Mr. Celebrity, Mr. Mike.
He's got a show on the internet. Whoa.
You guys are terrible. Because what
he wrote a book.
I'm helping him see himself the way that I see him. I want him to see himself that way. So
no, I know Rebecca's the sweetest person. I know.
You guys are terrible.
It did sound authentic until Bender made it sound like it wasn't.
God, Bender.
And then it was hilarious.
Rebecca's about to break out into Billy Joel. It had to be a big shot.
Oh no, that song.
Oh my God. Okay, Dan Gonzalez with $5. Thank you, Dan. I'm considering making a protest vote since I can't support an apologist for genocide and I live in a blue state, so the vote likely go to Biden. Or the electoral votes will go to Biden. Yeah, I don't blame you for that, right? I'm not going to vote shame anyone. I live in Oregon, so there's both Cornell and Jill Stein on the ballot in Oregon. I'll probably protest vote for one of them, most likely Jill Stein, I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm not going to vote or shame anybody. So we got shit options this time for the top two. This one's for me too. Fuzzy Majumula. Thank you so much for the member super chat. Appreciate that. Today's a great day for justice and the rule of law, May 30th, 2024. Congrats on your book, Mike. Thank you, D.A. Bragg, New York, 12 Americans, good and true. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, even though he might not go to jail, it is a good day for justice, kind of. And I say that because, again, it's like...
All I could think of when I read that first line from that super chat, today's a great day for justice and the rule of law. All I could think of was the Krasensteins on Twitter. I don't know why. They would always say shit like that.
Is that what they would say?
That book they wrote. Oh my God! Didn't they make that book with the superhero? What's his face? The
Oh
guy?
right, Mueller.
Right,
They did.
Yeah,
I
I
forgot
can't
about that.
remember him. I
Oh
can't
my
remember his fucking name.
I've
that's
like
a
blocked all
throwback.
that out of my mind at this
What
point.
a time with
people.
Mueller. Remember that? That was a time. That was a
He
time.
was a sexual
was a
icon
time.
for liberals for a little bit. That was very
Jesus.
weird.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Weirdness was on the
weird.
shame
internet.
on liberals for that. That was weird.
That's it. Yeah.
Look, this
What
is
a time.
This is what one of the Krasensteins tweeted in 2019 during the Super Bowl. Pull this up.
During the Super Bowl. God.
Of 2019. It's one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen. And they meant it, obviously.
Oh my God. How is this real?
It was
That
so
is
weird.
really
It was such a
embarrassing.
weird time. It was
That's really
such a
embarrassing.
weird time.
Oh my
man.
God.
Wow. That was I
That's-
forgot all about that. Oh my goodness.
That is 16,000 likes. People should be embarrassed.
That's when they was like those people, that's all you used to see on Twitter. Now it looks like they're the ones that be on there like you can't see this unless you pay $1. Like you can't see this tweet.
Right.
Like, and it's like nobody
Mhm.
cares about y'all anymore. Didn't y'all get kicked out? Like, you guys are old news. Like,
Can I pay to not see your shit ever again? That's like that's the political equivalent of that one meme of the guy with the sword, and he's like, "While you were smashing hot babes, I was mastering the art of the sword. I was honing my skills." Like, it's just so ridiculous. I don't know. It's an old meme. Hopefully, people know what I'm talking about, but that's what it reminds me of. Very strange stuff.
This is for Rebecca.
While you were slaying hot babes, I don't remember that part of the meme.
thank you so much,
It's like-
AK. I appreciate your super
That's the
sticker
PG
for
version.
$6.99. Thank you.
That's like the PG version of the meme. Nadia Yvette Chambers, thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Does it say how CIA NED spy use of NGOs to coup governments, color revolutions, undermines legit homegrown LGBT movements to register organizations? No, I don't talk about any of that in my book. This is not necessarily about U.S. involvement per se. It's about the individuals themselves. So no, I don't address that.
This is for Rebecca.
Jennifer Hawley, thank you so much. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you too. Mwah. Sending back yellow hearts. Thank you.
This one is too.
Andrew S. Thank
Damn.
you so much. Hope you are doing well away from your old job. Gifting some cash to help out. Thank you. Love you and mean it. Yes, I feel like I'm getting more mental rest. Even though, like I said, it seems stressful. I'm just trying. I have more time to like pour into myself right now, and that feels good. So yeah, thank you so much, Andrew.
Rebecca, you
And
should
this one.
sell Leftist Mafia merch. I wouldn't need any profits, but we've been wanting that. Like, I'll donate my portion to you. You can create like a little.
I don't
Snuffer
even
or
know how to.
something.
I don't even know where I would go for that. But yeah,
I don't either. But I feel like
mugs, you know,
Yeah.
all the things, right? All the
I'll
things.
donate all my proceeds to it. I don't need. I think that'd be. We need
All
that.
the-
Anyway.
I'll take your money too, Mike. Thank you.
Right. good. I'm not
Y'all
going
can
back to
distribute.
We could split your portion.
I'm with it.
Yeah,
Shami,
we should
Go
sell
ahead.
these mugs. Have you seen these mugs that are being sold after the Trump conviction?
They-
Pull
after
them
the
up on,
conviction.
Oh God. Sorry, I'll pull this up.
Let me see.
Oh,
Wait,
stop!
scroll down, scroll
Why
down,
is Hillary
scroll
selling
down.
anything?
She's
Turns
selling
out-
mugs.
No, she is not. What?
I swear to God.
She's taking the tea. Like, child, this is just.
Wow.
This is giving hot sauce in my bag. I just cannot.
How does she find a way to make everything about herself? That's wow. That's impressive. Honestly,
I don't like her. Look, here I go. I don't like her. See, I need to get that out of my vocabulary. I just
Another-
don't like people these days, and she one of them. She one of
Another
them.
another woman hating on women. Unbelievable, Rebecca.
I know. But quote me on it. I don't like her. But Shami Singupta, thank you so much. Love you, Rebecca. Standing
Rebecca,
for us
Rebecca.
standing for us dark melanin types. Okay, listen, because you know the chocolate. I'm standing up for whatever is the chocolate. Love you, mean it.
Whitney Lay with $10. Thank you, Whitney. That's very generous. Where's this Rebecca Azor person been hiding? She's back now. I'm assuming that was sent earlier. I know and like you guys from here and Majority Report, but I haven't seen Rebecca. Just saw her on Marc's show, and I came over here to hear more. Oh, okay. So she came from Marc. That's awesome. Okay.
It worked.
Nice.
Rebecca promoted us, and
That's so
someone
cool.
came over.
There right now. Whitney
Hell
Lane,
yeah,
nice
Rebecca.
to meet you. Thank you.
That's amazing. We've got to bring Marc on the show. I would love to.
He's
I'd
so
love to
sweet.
talk
Yeah.
to him. He's amazing.
I will definitely whisper in his ear and let him know what's
Yeah.
up. Hey, hold on.
Tyler Short with $5.
We'll change our name to Left Wing Mafia for the day he comes on.
John Fetterman equals 6 Pierce Morgans in a trench coat. Honestly, yeah.
I gotta say,
yeah.
Pierce Morgan has better takes than John Fetterman on this.
Yeah, how is that a thing?
Haven't heard
Pierce Morgan's chasing eyeballs, so he knows to
You
play
see,
both
he's
sides.
been a little different
He plays
lately.
both sides.
I'm
That's what he does.
You know what though? For this very specific topic, just to have someone even talk to that audience with that other perspective, even if he doesn't mean it and is just using it for eyeballs or to be a devil's advocate or whatever, I'm sure it's at least making a few people think about things. You know?
Yeah, honestly, it's not the worst grift that's out there. Honestly,
Rebecca with a massive super chat donation here.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank
I'm not sure
you,
I've seen that
Adar.
color before.
This is Adar's color. It always comes up pink. Thank you, Adar. Welcome back, Rebecca. Thank you. I know, I feels like I've been gone for 10 years. It really does. It does.
J Cass, also for you.
I got fired too, Becca. Keep your head up. And I said, I really hope that you get a better job. I hope that this doesn't keep you down. And I really hope that you get a better job than what you got fired from. So sending you good love, vibes, positivity, all the things. J Cass. Thank you.
And this one.
Miss Siren, we need Rebecca's voice on here. And it's here. I'm right here. I'm right here with y'all. I know I haven't been here for a little bit, but my voice is here. It's here. Okay. Thank you, Miss.
0 PE $4.99. Thank you, Zero. Can't be wrote a whole ass book on the low. My congrats. I look forward to the audiobook with Rebecca's beautiful voice. That would be amazing, honestly.
I will do it.
I'll have to hit up Rebecca if there's an audiobook.
100%.
That honestly would be the best voice for it, because I wouldn't want to read all of that again after writing it and then reading it like so much. I'm over it. I'm done. But
I do it. Say the word.
Rebecca.
Oh, thank you. Look, y'all just stop. Narrator, thank you so much.
2024.
Nice.
Right. I see it. West Abdullah. I don't know. Is Abdullah? I don't know. Is it something? I don't know. Let me know.
I think it's a president.
Yeah, it's West's running mate.
Oh, look, yeah, I know I ain't privy.
I thought you were like,
everything.
I don't know that.
I don't know. I'm like, I hope I'm okay. Jen Kathy, thank you so much. You should start a Twitch channel, Rebecca. I want to do that, right? But I need to, since I got free time now, I need to focus on trying to maintain the channels right now, right? Because I feel like I be running to everything. The other day, I'm like, let me put this on TikTok. Let me put this on Reel. Let me put this on Threads. Am I gonna put it on Twitter? Am I gonna put it on YouTube as a short? It's so much. Okay. So, but
It's
thank you. I will probably start a Twitch for sure.
It's
for
so
sure.
overwhelming.
You got to pick and choose your platforms.
Yeah. Zia Spots with $10. Thank you, Zia. Biden getting to take time off to grieve a son lost years ago, while funding and supplying the total end of families. I find disgusting, honestly. I mean, part of the problem is, and we've talked about this before, is that our politicians, Biden included, they don't see Palestinians as equal human beings. They just don't. They see their kids in one way, and American children and white children in one way, and Palestinians in a completely different way, and that's evident by their policy. It's so gross.
Rebecca.
Oh, Victor Hart. I just bought Mike's book, but I figured I'd show my support for the camp of people who want you to do the VA work for the audiobook, the voice acting, I don't know, but the voiceover work for the audiobook. Thanks for sticking around with these goofy guys. Absolutely. I know it's always weird when people be checking like, who is that black girl with these white men? Like what's going on? How'd that? It's here, it's a blended family here, and I love it. Mean it.
I take offense at goofy guys personally. But it's okay.
I think it's accurate for me. I'm pretty goofy.
I think it's accurate for Bender, but no one else
goofy
here.
And funny. Like, Dave
Bender's
be
the
trying to
goofy
be
one.
Look, no, Dave be trying to be serious, but the thing is,
I'm trying to be serious here.
He's trying to be serious, but he's just as goofy as all you guys. So
hey,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I'll take it. Kumar, thank you for the super chat. Says, while I hope the clown never steps foot in the White House again, it would be funny to be under arrest at the White House. It'll be interesting to see how Dems fumble this verdict, because they probably will. Yeah, we know they're not good at messaging, not good at utilizing the tools they have. Also for me, Ricky Ricardo, thank you, says, we're about to have Trump operate in the White House from the state pen like a mafia boss handing out orders. Not sure if we get at Bernie's. Biden wins. Yeah. Yeah. Biden is not the right person right now. Rebecca.
Prairie Fire, thank you so much. Planting season is over for me, despite Matt trying to sabotage me. Thanks to all of you for the information and entertainment this last month of late night shifts in the fields. Oh, I'm glad that we were able to give you some entertainment, girl. And we're going to keep, sir, whoever, I don't know, but Prairie Fire, whatever. Thank you. And thank you for your super chat. And I hope that we can continue to give you nights of entertainment while you work these night shifts. Absolutely.
Kowalski called into my stream last night while he was in the tractor doing his night, the final night of planting or whatever, the crops or whatever. And as he's talking to me, all of a sudden the tractor starts making all these like emergency like beep noises, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he just
oh no,
oh my God, everything's okay.
Damn.
He said his pronouns are he, him, and God.
There you go. This is also for you.
Oh, Omega Shinron Dragon. Thank you. Hope you're okay, big time bags. I like that. Big time bags. Okay. Much love, island neighbor these days. I think Mike will agree. Monkey D Dragon and the Revolutionary Army will save us.
Yeah. I'm putting my hope in them. Fictional characters from the One Piece anime, folks.
Okay. I was like,
it's from anime. Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Foresto with a super chat. I think the trial being over might be I think the trial being over might be bad for Biden, because if Trump doesn't go to prison, it means he can campaign now, and Biden can't because protests. Nah.
I disagree, because I think that Trump campaigning and like getting his face out there might have a backlash effect, because he's kind of been on the low, and I think that helps him. He's one of those politicians like Hillary Clinton, where the more he speaks, the more people are turned off. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that's certainty, but it's a possibility, in my opinion. I think that the more we see of Trump, the more voters will be like, oh God, do I really want to deal with this again? And that's wishful thinking, right? But,
Skeletor. I think this is for me. Yes. Thank you for the very generous super chat. It says, finally, Trump is not a victim of voter fraud. 34 counts, all guilty. Happy Trump IG guilty day. Hell yeah. Thank you.
Shadow with 199. Please do sign copies. Well, consider it. Thank you, Shadow. I'm not sure if there's, I wasn't sure if there's going to be demand, but I'll certainly consider that.
You should order a bunch of physical books for yourself, and then sign them, and then sell them direct on your website or something.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out.
Yeah,
that's
probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, I'll look into it for sure, because I'm not sure how to do that. I don't know if there's a web front with the host that I use. I use GoDaddy. I don't know if they have anything like that. Maybe they do. I'll look into it though, for sure.
You can still You could even just throw like a PayPal pay button or something like that on your site, and just make it clear that this is for the book. How much did Trump sell his signed Bible copies for again? $50, something like that, right? I mean, you wrote this book. You could sell more than sell it for more than $50. You wrote the book too.
Yeah,
Trump didn't write the Bible,
folks.
He just signed the Bible.
Somebody else.
Yeah. Obnoxious Cackle 199. Fox News covering Taco Bell during this though. Seriously,
What does Taco Bell do though?
I would love to know what they're talking about when it comes to Taco Bell.
What does Taco Bell do? Listen, they giving people stomach ache. Y'all shouldn't be eating Taco Bell anyways. Not if you're 30 plus in this age and you're eating Taco Bell. Stop it. You know it's not good for you. You know what it does to your tummy. You know we all lactose intolerant. You know they cooking that food up, leaving it there for days. Stop eating Taco Bell.
I love how like we all know that Taco Bell is going to make us sick, but we eat it anyway, and we just suffer the consequences.
Here you go. I
know. I haven't had it in years, but I'm not against having it again for sure.
And you know when you have it, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't have this no more. I see why.
So much food does that to me. So much food does that to me. It's just at this point, who cares?
Nowadays, it's like I can't. And then listen, it ain't good.
My stomach's too sensitive. Everything bothers me. I might as well eat all the shit. Who cares at this point?
Well, you're married. You can live your life that way. I'm still trying to hold my man down.
Pitchforks Dragon, thank you for the chat. Says that was not a joke. I went to buy a money tree and a lady was crying and screaming at the cashier. His yay agenda is why Trump was convicted.
True.
Are you serious?
You see,
then I got my phone out. Oh, convicted. Neat.
You needed to get your phone out and record that shit and send it to us so it had more Trump meltdown footage.
There should have been a video of that.
That could have been great.
Foresto with another super chat. Thank you, Foresto. I hate to be that guy, but TYT just did a gross segment about the secret funders, quote unquote, behind the Palestine protest.
Throw TYT away, please.
What? Did they really?
They've been so good on this issue.
Yeah, they're usually they've been so consistent on this specifically, and I know Cenk is passionate about it. I have a hard time even believing this. Not that I don't believe you, but I want to. I need to see the segment to understand what or who did the segment. Maybe it was that. Who's that guy? Ben who's like terrible.
Yeah,
maybe it was his segment. But that sounds like some bullshit.
Damn. Nadia Yvette Chambers with $2. Thank you, Nadia. Grim Outlook. I better flee the country ASAP. Well, we don't know what's gonna happen yet, so definitely make sure you're protected. Always be prepared. But just don't freak out just yet. There's still time.
Fuggy, thank you for your super chat. Says screw these other peeps. A book announcement gets you the money. Stupid frost warning here in Ontario made me have to put tarps over my veggie garden. Are those two connected thoughts? Thank you very much for the super chat.
Creflo $50. I love that. $5.
$5 because there's a pastor called Creflo Dollar. Not $5. I can't.
That's so clever. I think I've seen him before too. That's really clever. On my way to work, but I just wanted to say sock passe to Rebecca.
Oh, look, I didn't even read that. Okay, not boule. It is Haitian Heritage Month, and I haven't gotten to say that on Leftist Mafia yet, but Haitian Heritage Month. So sock passe, thank you, not boule. Thank you. That's like a way to say like, what's up?
Oh, okay. I love that.
Okay. And this is for Rebecca.
Oh, and you said that good, Mike. You're like sock passe. Good job.
Did I? Okay.
You did that good. I like it. Okay.
Okay. Usually I'm bad at that kind of stuff.
First, Letitia James, now Alvin Bragg, and hopefully Fannie Willis completes the trifecta. I see a pattern. It's black folks having to come up here, do 6 jobs to try to get something done. Yes. And thank you, Jen Kathy. Thank you.
Creflo $50, $5. When Bender ends the stream at 4 a.m., can he end it with break now? If you know, you know.
I don't know. What?
Look, I don't
Okay, so I think that Creflo is referring to that clip from, I don't know what British broadcasting network it's from, but they had on a communist Revolutionary Party member. Her name is Fiona Lally. And they were debating Israel. And they get so pissed at her because she's just owning them, and they just look at the camera, and he's like fiercely, break now, break now, break now, like so pissed off. Actually,
and they're not
Sam
going
Cedar
to break.
Yeah, they weren't going to break, so it's funny because he kept saying it and demanding it, and she's just sitting there calm as can be, destroying him, making him look foolish, just like you're a hypocrite, just like in the most British polite way possible. It was so good.
Break now. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. Matt Binder as the Count. 31, 32, 33, 34, 34 convictions. I didn't really do a Count voice there. I'm sorry.
I was wondering where that was going. Like, oh yeah, oh of course, the Count.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
I usually give the Canadians because I picked that up. I think that's the Canadians. I usually give to the Canadians, but I'm so happy you're back. Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate that because I feel like that's what you said, the Canadians. So I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, I think she
okay. Did. All right. The maple little thing.
Maple leaves.
That ain't for me. Look, me about to read people's stuff. Maple leaves. Thank you. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Digitus Dendron with $4.99. Thank you. If Michael Cohen served 3 years in prison for the same scheme, Trump should get more than 3 years, especially when he didn't plead guilty, unlike Cohen. I mean, yeah, in a perfect world, that would make sense. But we'll have to wait and see. Look, I'll say I'm wrong if he gets a single day in jail. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. But if it happens, we'll all be very happy about that, obviously.
Andrew S., thank you for the very generous super chat. Says celebrities have been coming out for pro-Palestine support. Better late than never, I guess. Hope they use their platform for more support. It does feel like this week there was a bit of a turn where I feel like I've seen a lot more of it.
Me too.
Than I had in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I should also shout out Belly, the rapper Belly, released an album where all of the profits are going to help people in Gaza.
And that's great.
There's one song in particular I really like on it, and all the songs are about Palestine, so it's really good. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, I will. Julissa with $9.99. Thank you, Julissa. Got to show some love to Matt. Keep up the great work. There you go, bud.
Unbelievable.
You guys are children on this show. Y'all play. And then the audience plays right into it. See?
Oh, yeah. Somebody in the comments said Kalani was eating people alive. I love Kalani so much. She was calling out all
the
celebrities.
Singer.
Yeah. And she was saying, the little pins aren't enough. I love
Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
God, I love her so much.
Yeah.
I randomly went on A. Marie's page because I was just, it's the one thing that got me tripped. That one,
You're gonna get that stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Early 2000s. Okay, A. Marie. So went to her page randomly, and her whole page is really dedicated to highlighting what's going on in Palestine, like highlighting most of her content. If you go on there, that's what it is. It was so
awesome.
random, but yeah, it was really awesome to see. Yeah.
Kumar, thank you for your super chat. Meant to say under house arrest while in White House. Yeah, that would be even as somebody who is a felon, he would get special privileges. So never.
What celebrities have you seen come out this week? I haven't noticed. I mean, I guess that AI image you guys shared a lot, right? The All Eyes on Rafa one that went viral.
Mm-hmm. That and a lot of celebrities were reposting that in their stories, and that was giving eyes to people. People wanted to see what happened, but then they had the Congo with that one. They had a lot of the issues that have been going on, but that's what a lot of people were reposting was that one. And then a lot of people were having conversations on Threads. I saw celebrities reposting about the headless baby, that one. And so that story was all over on Threads. So
it seems like Rafa was kind of like that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I mean, there was a lot of moments like that, but that was when I noticed a lot of celebrities start to like finally say something. I know that Ariana Grande, she posted like the link to the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund, and within an hour it got thousands of dollars. So I mean, that it goes to show you that it's not insignificant for celebrities to speak up. It really is important. So there's also it was significant to me because I talked about it last week. Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I was going to bring him up. Yeah.
Yeah, because last week I'm like Pedro
You called him
Pascal, and then apparently he
watches
watches Leftist. Pedro, thanks for watching. You know, you could send a super chat too. Don't be shy.
Maybe he does. You never know.
You'd be surprised to be watching
Whatever
these things on
happened,
the side.
Maybe. Nadia Yvette Chambers with $2. Thank you so much. Dems are very good at messaging. Keep moving right. I mean, basically, right? Especially when it comes to, putting aside Israel-Palestine, their messaging on immigration is probably the worst that's ever been, at least in my lifetime. It's just straight up xenophobic and racist. It's so disgusting to see that because Democrats, they were supposed to be like the alternative to Donald Trump, at least with regard to this issue. Liberals were the ones who were saying, oh my God, kids in cages, kids in cages. And, you know, when Biden acts like a fascist and does the same fucking things, not a peep from the same crowd. So, you know, that in particular is what's really bothering me. And Biden was never good on this issue, by the way. Like, even during the Democratic Party primaries, he told somebody who was concerned about his record on immigration, which is bad, you should vote for Trump. Like, he said something like that. Just so heartless, so ridiculous. Yeah, so that issue in particular, really, really insufferable, aside from the Palestine stuff, because I mean, you don't have an option on certain issues. You know, if you're against genocide, there's no option. At least that's viable, right? Like, we have third parties, which is great, but like in terms of who can win, you don't have an option. When it comes to xenophobia, you know, in order to, I guess, catch up with Joe Biden, Trump is now saying, no, we're going to have the biggest deportation force. See, and this is why it's so bad for Democrats, because when they go to the right, Republicans are forced to follow them and shift further to the right. And so, you know, as Biden goes to the right, Republicans are saying he has a fucking open border policy. It's just, we live in such a twisted time, and it drives me nuts.
Rebecca.
Juan Camargo. Oh, I'm saying that Camargo. I, for one, love Taco Bell, and my digestive system says, give it to me. Rachel, give it to me, please. First of all, I don't know where that came from. That sounds like it came. Y'all know where it's coming from?
I don't know, but it just sounds funny.
Okay. And then, you know, and then it's me giving it a voice. It was, to me,
I feel like it sounds familiar. But...
maybe it came from Friends. I just know, maybe.
It reminds me of like Austin Powers when Fat Bastard was like, get in my belly or something. Like,
maybe.
That's the vibes that I'm getting from it.
Maybe. And maybe you got my name wrong. Maybe it's Rebecca instead of Rachel. I don't know. But Juan Camargo, no. I love you. Mean it. Thank you.
T. Williams. Thank you. Says, would any of y'all link up with Hassan? Would Hassan link up with us? I guess
would
the real
he?
Question. Hassan has mentioned me on stream before. He has brought up my tweets before, so there's my mention. But I think he's not going to come on here. But
we would love to have him, but we're small potatoes.
Andrew S. Keep the gag going. Rebecca, tell Matt he has my support. Matt, you have Andrew's support.
I appreciate it, Andrew.
Don't include me into y'all little audience host vibes, battles. Don't do it.
Kowalski with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you. Says, please inform Rebecca that I'm of Polish heritage, and if there's anything we know, is that Haitians and Poles are eternal homies. Would she like me to attack France?
No, I wouldn't. No, you know what? I would, because I do know that Polish people have their spot in Haiti, especially, you know, with Haiti's help for people who were seeking asylum and stuff, all that good stuff. So shouts out to you. That means we kind of family a little bit. So yeah, you know what? Go get them. Go get them for me, please. France.
We got 2 chats left. This is for Rebecca.
Thank you, Tunbosun Oyenuga. Fingers crossed on Trump helping clean up New York City subways and streets. Also, remember to give this to Matt, Becca. Matt, what are they doing that to you?
Today? I don't think there's ever been a super chat section. We're in episode 76. I don't think there's ever been a super chat section where I was so quiet, because everyone was giving super chats to support me to everybody.
And
but
look
me.
at the time that we end at a respectable 11 p.m. This is exactly how every show should end.
This was
11 p.m. is
Unbelievable.
perfect.
This was long.
No one send any more money unless it's for me. No one send any more money.
Because I'm out. I love y'all so much, but you know, I'm still young old. I just turned 34. I gotta sleep.
You're not young old. You're not old
I am
anything.
old.
Oh no, you're not.
I don't even have the
Look,
young
you're
old.
like my age too. Like that's all y'all on here.
I'm the old
I'm glad.
one,
I'm
okay?
glad you think I'm your age. That's. I appreciate
how
I'm
old
not
are
your age,
you?
Rebecca.
What?
How old are you is the real question.
I'm 34.
I'm older than you.
How old are you?
I prefer not to discuss.
I'm 36. I'm very old.
No, you guys are just like up the street from me. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna be 38.
I am
very
up the
soon.
street. Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be 38.
Yeah.
So you're up the street too.
Well, when I was talking about when
We're all in ballpark.
when you were partying, I was studying the blade. While you were in high school, I was graduating college, for example.
That's such a
So,
millennial
you
thing
know.
to do. I do the same thing to people who are like 2 years younger than me. I'm like, no, let's be for real. Like I was literally in my second year of college. You were still trying. You're in high school. Like let's be for real.
While I was watching 9/11 happen in my high school,
I was
gym's
in middle school.
television,
I was in
you
seventh
were-
grade.
You were on the pacifier in
No,
the
I was
crib.
not. I was in seventh grade.
I was in 10th grade and I had no idea what the World Trade Center was. I was imagining like we have like a convention center here. I'm like, is that like a convention center? Like, what the fuck is the World Trade Center?
It was such a time. All the planes
And then
were
I
flying
saw it.
low
I'm like,
that
oh, those things.
was
Those
crazy.
towers.
I just
know.
remember it was so ominous because there was no airplanes in the sky, and that felt really weird because you could always hear airplanes.
I remember we
and
had
was
a
young, I'm
conversation
like,
at lunch. Like, are we all going to be sent home now? Like, we're in
That was
Canada.
at the
Like, why are
time.
we going to be sent home? Like,
Oh, I should read this. This is from Adrian, $4.99. Thank you, Adrian. Michael Jackson's handwritten 1993 poem, Palestine Don't Cry. Check it out. I've never seen that, so I will check it out.
did not know about that. We got two more.
Tom Bosen with a super chat for me. Thank you. Bruh, you know I got you. Winky emoji. Thank you, Tom Bosen. Really appreciate it.
Jacqueline Leach, thank you for your $13.99 Canadian here. Biden is a career politician, poor boy who got high on celebrity early on and is now channeling, quote, I am the USA president trillionaire, measuring his power with people like Elon and Putin, showing off. I mean, this is the thing Biden has been an American politician for longer. I mean, way longer than I've been alive. For longer than all of us have been alive.
Yeah.
He has been. Think of how disconnected you must be at this point to have, since the 70s, been deeply involved in American national politics. Like, just, he is gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
And there's more now. J Cass, David,
Yeah,
please show
cool.
Matt my support.
Y'all about to have Matt faint.
This feels cruel at this
hold on,
point.
go back
Here
for
is
a
the
second.
Wait, what?
Go back. J-Cast, didn't you just say how you lost your job? You really got $2 to spend to mess with me, buddy?
Not to say.
It
This
was
how
a
y'all get down with
Hey,
each other.
I will defend Jay here. That was a $2 well spent. Thank you, Jay, so much.
Oh Lord.
That joke landed. I appreciate it. This is the last chat, as far as
Tom
I'm
Bosen with a
speaking.
super
Now it's
chat.
not. There's more.
Also, I think
Keep going.
studying the blade has a double meaning. Does it? I don't think so in that context. I don't think so with the that meme. Maybe it does though.
Here is the last chat.
All right, Nadia Yvette Chambers with $2. Thank you. Over talking Fiona, 28 million Soviets died versus fascism. Yeah, what I love about Fiona, for those who haven't seen the clip, is that she knows that they're going to talk over her, and she doesn't stop. She just keeps going. She's brilliant. Love her so much.
I'll look
She's
her up.
so
I want to
smart.
see that.
Oh, you have to. I did a video about a different interview that she did where there's a fascist politician that she was confronted with on like the right-wing Fox News version of their TV in the UK. I mean, she clapped those cheeks. It was a masterclass. It was a
I'm gonna
masterclass.
check it out.
Oh my God, 4 just came in. You guys are talking too much. Hurry up. Read these as fast as you possibly humanly can.
Because I gotta get out of here. Who's
Feel
this
free to leave it
for?
back if you need to.
Chris Missile with the super chat. Damn wrecked. I think you need this more than me. Fat Binder. Right, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's for you, Matt. Is it?
Kowalski with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Kowalski. What the hell? I've got the corn subsidy money. Here's a pity donation, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that.
We have 3 more now. Here we go.
B Wood, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't see a message, but I appreciate you.
Oh, they're playing games.
Just Terabyte with $2. Thank you. Just wanted to say hi and congrats on the book. Thank you, Tara, so much. It's nice to see you. I hope that you're doing
Oh my
well.
God,
Thank
these
you,
savages. These savages giving him more. There's more coming in.
Andrew asked $2. Matt still has my support. Thank you, Andrew.
Unbelievable.
Y'all play, I'm not playing with y'all tonight.
This is Rebecca.
Tunbosun, no, you don't. Yes, I do. I'm mad at here. I love you
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
Mean it.
And now is this the last chat? Yes, it is. A troll.
Y'all
troll.
play
Thank you so much.
tonight.
It's actually not the last chat.
Oh my
There's
God.
more.
I had 2 more just come in.
B Wood, $2. Tell Binder hello. Hello, Binder.
They're playing.
JCast, $5. Got a job start next week. Mike, please give Matt my support.
That $5 could have went to a Big
with
Mac.
the final.
Somebody
JCast
literally.
with the
No, there's more. What the hell? How many more have just come
guys.
in?
They're
Feel free to leave,
playing.
Rebecca. You don't have to stay here.
Listen,
I
I'll
will
read-
entertain
I'll
this
read
for as
these
long
'cause
as I can.
Yeah, I'll read these. I'll read these 2 that came in. But
Troy
who's this
Mosin with a super chat. Support for Binder Broadcasting. Thank you.
that's a ring there, Bender Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you for coming over. So saw me on Marc Lamont, but hey, Becca, can
Nice.
you let Matt know I support you? Matt, Aaron, support you.
Thank you.
That's
I
wonderful.
appreciate
Pitchforks Dragon, thank you. Says I don't film Karens. That's another form of snitching. Besides, I got a money tree. Matt, give Bender my
I
support.
love a money tree. I need a new one. I need to get a new one.
Wait, Matt, give Bender my support. Well, you're okay. You make a joke.
I'm all. It's all over.
Badass 29. Love you, mean it. Hi, Rebecca. Love you. Love you, mean it. Good night,
And
my
that is the
love.
last super chat.
I mean it.
No,
I
there's one
see
more.
There's 2 more.
It's too much.
And ain't none of them for me. So
Good night,
Omega
Rebecca.
Shenron
good night,
Dragon.
y'all.
Take care, Rebecca.
Good night,
Love you,
Rebecca.
mean it. Bye.
Hey, Mike, I'm at episode 506. Send my support to Matt. Will do. So I'm on episode 501 now. We are so
wow.
close on
You two are
One
close.
Piece.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a Crunchyroll subscription because it ends at 517 on Netflix. And then it picks back up like when there's, I think, like episode 1100 or something. So yeah, we're neck and neck.
I had a subscription to what? Who did Crunchyroll just buy? Whoever they just bought.
Oh, wasn't it Funimation?
Yeah, Funimation. And then so there's a show in there I was watching, and then I stopped watching it for like a couple months. I was gonna go back to it. I go back to it. Not on Crunchyroll.
Are you serious?
You buy this company, you don't have their whole catalog. Like what the fuck?
That is messed up.
And I'm on like the last episode. It's the show I've been watching for like a year.
Oh my God.
Serial Experiments Lane. It's not on there. And I'm like on the last episode. It's not on there. And I
Can you
can't
get it
find it.
anywhere
No one's
else?
streaming this fucking show.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I gotta find it somewhere.
That's
oh my God,
awful.
like 5 have come in. Okay. Where are we even at this point? Here we go.
For Resto of the super chat, no sleep on my watch. We're on Cali time now. Oh.
As long as I keep getting none, though, I will leave. So none of these are for me.
J Cass, okay, I give. Here, Matt, I had to double check that one was actually for me, J Cass. That's why there was that quick silence.
Azrothful, $2. I'm not savage, I'm feral. I like that.
B Buccaneer with a $10 super chat. Thank you, B Buccaneer. Hey, QT Pie. Oh, I thank you.
Oh, that's really
hey.
sweet.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh my God. I had to read this because they sent a similar message earlier. A troll, is it? Is it the last? It is not the last, but I appreciate your super chat. This is for Rebecca. Not here, so we don't read it. Bye.
Now we'll read it. Kuya Damon for Rebecca. Hope you had a beautiful birthday. It's so crazy you have the exact same birthday as my sister. Also, it's pronounced Kuya, brother in Tagalog. I said Kuya, didn't I? Kuya, didn't I?
I think you got it.
Yeah.
Rolando Capilleja with $20. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mike. A slight spoiler for Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door. In the US version, Mario's partner Vivian has her identity as a trans woman confirmed, and the 2004 original dialogue was removed that implied as such. Cool of Nintendo to do. Oh, good. Okay, that's really cool.
I saw that. That was
Right,
spoiled
and
for me
then-
on Twitter, but it's not
Right,
not
Libs
really
of
huge
Libs
spoiler,
of someone sent Libs of TikTok this information without the fact that Vivian was trans in the original version, and so
Japan.
she wrote how Nintendo, even though they went woke 20 years ago, apparently.
Oh my god.
B-Wood, don't leave. Oh, watch me. Pitchforks Dragon, super chat typos are the worst typos. You stay. I mean, that $5, I'll stay for $5. I'm cheap. Bad Ash, thank you. Says you're going nowhere, mister. Well, all your generosity may have changed my mind.
They're still coming in. That's crazy.
They're still coming in, I know.
Creflo $50, $5. Hate will age you. Cruella Braverman is 26. Okay, you guys have to Google Cruella Braverman because, to get the joke, because it's not a 26-year-old, but it's funny. But hate, there is something to that. Hate really does age you. Because I don't think a lot of Americans or Canadians know who that is, but
no, I do not.
yeah. That's funny.
Wait, who is that, though?
A British conservative member who was kicked out.
Die chat.
Oh,
thank
I know
you
who
for the
this is. I know
chat.
who this is.
Mm-hmm.
I know who you're
Says
talking
thanks
about.
for the entertainment. Mike, you could design and sign book plates to send out. There you go.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. That's something to consider too. Yeah.
B Wood 171 with the super chat, giving to you also. Thank you, B Wood. And Ryan Lennon fan with the super chat. F David Cowardman. He's spineless. Who's David Cowardman? Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Also, tell
I
Mike
about David Dole for a second. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
He's right here. Come on.
Also, tell Mike congrats on the book. Congrats on the book, Mike.
Thank you so much.
All right. Oh wait,
And
I have
this
really
is
quick over on
not the last one.
Twitch. Over on Twitch, I got one really quick. Robot Monkey Cat resubscribed for 1 month at tier 1. Subscriber for 31 months over on Twitch. Wow. Thank you, Robot Monkey Cat. I posted a video link in the Discord to a song about Night of the Living Dead. It's not your fave style, but I believe you will appreciate it for what it is. I'll have to go check it out. Thank you. And also, once again, thank you to Actual Jake for the huge raid over on Twitch. And then, I didn't even see this. Devil's Advocate Productions also raided me earlier on Twitch. Thank you so much, both of you. Really appreciate it.
Very cool.
Whoever
Who
this
are we
is for.
rating?
Tell Lance he has my support.
Oh, that's for me.
Narrator.
J Cass, tell Lance he has my support. I will, yeah.
Narrator says opinions. $10. Thank you, narrator. Very generous of you.
Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. Leftist Mafia at 4 a.m. Okay, stop. We're tired. Good night. I mean, I've been thinking about doing that thing that's like the jump off moment for like all these big streamers, or a lot of them, and that's like the nonstop stream until they hit like a specific goal. So maybe one day, and this will be the thing. Like keep sending them super chats and stuff. But not tonight. I have to prepare. We have to prepare for something like that.
Yeah, you're not prepared tonight.
Is that for me too? Oh, Ryan fan with the membership super chat. Member for 10 months. David is a hottie, not spineless.
That's gonna go on my soundboard right now. You saying David is a hottie.
Oh
Button.
no!
David is a hottie. David is a hottie. David
Don't
is a
do
hottie.
that. No.
I love that.
And you're gonna like cut some section that I said previously where it's like, I'm Matt Binder and David is a hottie. I'm Matt Binder and David is a hottie.
I just gave it to you. You just said it right there.
I just gave it to you.
Perfect. I'll cut that too. I just gave it to you. I just gave it to you. All right, this is, I think, the last one. Angela W with the win. We need more Canadian content. I did one this week and it got like 0 views. I clearly I do videos regardless of views because I still do those videos and they get no views. But watch them. When I do them, make sure you watch them.
They're good.
Right.
I watched your Canadian video and all your Canadian videos. It's good. Yeah, it's good content.
It is
there's one last.
Here we go.
Positive video. This is for me. I want to be the last one, David. Oh, some people are that way. All right, you just may well be.
Who we rating on Twitch? Really quick, who we rating on Twitch? It's not ended before we raid someone. We got all these people. Let's send it somewhere.
Do I even have it?
There's another
on Twitch. I bet I don't. I never use it.
Kowalski, $2. Good luck and good night. Thank you, Kowalski. Kowalski's the last one.
There you go.
Yeah, my Twitch is small, 10 people. Thank you, all you Twitch watchers.
You could leave.
I will not raid,
David.
I am leaving. Goodbye.
And we
have
got
a good
another
night,
one.
David.
Not for me. Good night.
All right, take care, David.
Oh, it's for me. Welcome, Troy Mosin with a super chat. Welcome to the Leftist Mafia Telethon. Phone lines are open. We do have to do that. We really do.
That would be really fun. Yeah.
Yes, but not.
It would go on so long. We'd have to not do super chats on that night, though. Otherwise, we'd be here until like 7 a.m.
Right.
So do we want to raid?
Let's see. I see. Hamozi goes on. Amy EC3. Not even a show. No comment chick. USA hole.
Oh, let's do no comment chick.
No comment.
I don't think I've ever raided.
All right, let me continue. Let me continue naming who's on. Time for tinfoil. Dan from the web and Conyer CC.
Okay, yeah, I still want to do no comment. I don't think we've ever rated her, and she's awesome.
Yeah, let's do it. Hold on, let me.
All right, I'm queuing it up.
Yep, I gotta. Let's queue that up.
Wait, I'm spelling her name wrong. It's a
no comment chick.
There's no weird spelling or anything.
Oh wait, I think they're ending their stream.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I checked before sending them. Did you do it yet? No, right?
No, not yet. No. Okay.
That would have been a waste of a raid. Hold on, let's go back to the drawing board. I see this guy Humanist Reports on, but I don't know if he's worthy of sending.
You don't want to raid that guy.
USA hole is good. Amy EC3 is good. Everyone on is good, right?
Who has less? I think we should raid someone with a small amount. Because I actually have quite a bit. I have 40 people. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
For me, anyways.
Amy EC3's got 84. USA hole's got 99. Hamozi's got 131. Not even a show has 51.
I'm fine with them.
Not even a show?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's raid.
All right, I'm queuing it up.
I'm pressing that start raid button.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, everyone. See you all. Oh, wait. Is mine ready? Yep. Oh, wait. 3, 2, 1. All right, now mine's ready. Everyone, see you next week.
Take care, everyone.